new things happen all day. Some are good, some not so good. In today's complicated world, while you're busy working, playing, and living life, we're busy helping you make sense of the day's news. And there's only one place where it comes together with clarity, context, and accountability. It's 21 News at 6 with me, Madison Tromler, and Derek Steyer.
21 News at 6. It's what the day's news really means to you.
Welcome home to a home made homier with Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods. Inspiration starts at BairdBrothers.com and is turned into reality when high-quality hardwoods are delivered right to your home. Baird Brothers has the latest design trends, shiplap and skinny lap interior siding, antique oak rustic flooring, and, well, you'll find them all at BairdBrothers.com. Ordered easily, delivered conveniently, enjoyed comfortably. BairdBrothers.com.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, shop with confidence knowing we're ready to go the extra mile for you. With the largest selection of used vehicles in the Valley, backed by the Greenwood Advantage Warranty. Every one of our vehicles has undergone our own 126-point inspection, so it passes the most important inspection, yours. No other dealership has the extra inventory, gives you extra for your trade, and goes the extra mile for you. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
WRS Wealth Advisors, the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Located on South Avenue in Boardman.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the 4 words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. Every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training. Residential, commercial, industrial, automotive, and more. We keep ahead of the needs of our customers with a fleet of more than 50 vehicles and 24/7 emergency service, so you're never left in the dark.
Every customer has a story, and at Greenwood Chevrolet, we are committed to making sure it ends with you in the right vehicle. I get to be part of somebody's adventure, whether it's buying a car for the first time, helping them get approved, or finding the perfect car for their budget. I'm proud that people trust me with their finances. They trust me to take care of them, and they trust me with their story. I'm Tracy, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Working with your family can be stressful at times. But because they're family, you know that you're going to get a loving, honest answer, even when things don't make sense, to any problem. Dealing with Medicare can be confusing and overwhelming. That's why here at Myers Family Insurance, we do our best to give you honest and caring answers to all of your questions. Family, like Medicare, isn't always perfect, but when you put others first, the results can be amazing.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance.
It's storm season.
I think we're under the gun for some heavy storms over the next couple of hours.
The following is a presentation of YSN, your sports network.
Hello and welcome all you football fans for another installment of YSN Live Football. Tonight, the 3-1 Austintown Fitch Falcons welcoming in the 3-2 Massillon Washington Tigers, as a little bit of a rivalry between these two teams. As we know, they've been playing each other quite frequently over the last few years. Massillon, Washington, of course, one of the Division II powerhouses, and it's going to be a matchup of two Division II teams here tonight. Fitch obviously coming off of a win to Mooney last week, as Massillon, Washington coming off of a loss to Lakewood St. Ed's 35-18 last week, as both offenses are very, very dynamic. Both are able to score in bunches, and defensively, big question for Fitch, can they contain the running game? As we saw, did a great job last week against Mooney and Miller, but the week prior, we know what DeMarcus McElroy and the Ursuline Irish were able to do. If you're trying to look for more of the same success, if you are the Fitch Falcons here in this game that you got from that Mooney game last week, especially the defense in the run department. As we are just moments away here from kickoff, as I believe the one receiving the first half kickoff is going to be the Washington Tigers, as Fitch will be kicking off here, meaning that Fitch will have the second half kickoff. They will receive for the third quarter. So Massillon, Washington to open up with possession, and Falcons defensively to start. Josiah Burneye ready to kick as they finally bring the football out onto the field. Pretty good crowd here tonight on a brisk September evening here on Friday night, as both the Falcon faithful usually show up in large bunches here on Friday night, and of course we know Massillon, Washington travels well as their section 2, bringing in a packed house. Should be a fun one tonight as we hope for a competitive matchup between two Division II powerhouses. As the ball is set, Josiah Burneye getting his final words in with his team. The Washington Tigers are back ready to receive the kickoff, and we are just about underway here in Greenwood Chevrolet Stadium in Austintown, Ohio. As whistle is blown, and Josiah Burneye ready to line up the kick, as the kick returner Austin Brawley and Camden Beasley back for Washington. Josiah Burneye lining up his kick, and the first one is up and away, and we are ready to start here in Greenwood Chevrolet Stadium, and able to haul that one in are the Washington Tigers. Battle forward towards that 30-yard line, still paddling forward, and whistles are going to be blown, and it looks like an injury initially on the field, and that's one of the Falcons players down, and that's not a good sign. That opening play of the game, someone is down. So gonna take a real quick timeout for an injury update, as we're gonna await word on that. So Massillon, as you see, where they're gonna start is just past that, I believe, 35-yard line. Actually, back them up to the 33, I believe, and that's where they're gonna set up shop. Injury on the field. We're gonna take a real quick break. Be back with an update after this on ysnlive.com.
New things happen all day. Some are good, some not so good. In today's complicated world, while you're busy working, playing, and living life, we're busy helping.
We're right back with you, as the injury was to Noah Thomas, able to walk off on his own power off of the field, so that's a great sign. So no serious injury update. Of course, he'll probably go get checked to make sure there's nothing else that underlying, but able to walk off on his own power, certainly good sign for the Falcons, as the Washington Tigers offense coming out, manned by Darius McElroy, the 5'11 senior quarterback, as able to battle their way forward for a half of the gain, and that was Camden Beasley, as Beasley with a good gain on the initial first down run, able to get about half the yardage needed. Going to set up a 2nd and 5 now. Beasley, another one of those seniors, 6'2", 190. And now brings up 2nd and 5. That is Jalen Slaughter that is playing quarterback today, as running up to about that 40-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 41. It's going to bring up 3rd down and short now for Massillon, Washington, as Darius McElroy, the usual starter, but freshman Jalen Slaughter coming out to start. 5'10", so don't lose much in the height department, 5'11 to 5'10", but a big drop-off in the weight department, 220 to 160. That might pose an issue for the Falcons, the quickness out of the quarterback position. As a flag going against the Falcons, and it's going to pin them back 5 more yards, or in this case, give Massillon, Washington the first down. So tack on the extra 5, and Massillon near midfield with a first down. Mark them right at that 47-yard line, their own 47-yard line. Trying to work their way into Falcon territory. Slaughter again with the handoff to Beasley. Beasley that time only able to get about a yard, if that. Looks like he definitely got back to the line of scrimmage, and it looks like that is where they're going to mark him. So 2nd and maybe a yard on it. Brings up 2nd and 9, as it looks like about a half yard was actually the gain for Massillon, Washington. So 2nd and 9 brought up. Massillon again Three-receiver bunch formation out to the left. Slaughter now rolling out to his left as the southpaw quarterback. God, he held on to it for a moment too long, and getting a sack on the play are the Falcons. That time it was Brian Robinson that was able to get in the face of Slaughter, bring him down, as Slaughter may have been caught looking his receivers down, lost sight of the incoming defender Robinson, was able to bring him down. 3rd and long now, mark it 3rd and 20, as the first down marker is on the Falcons. That is their 43-yard line. As Slaughter and the Tigers with work to do. 4 receivers set. Going to go short game on it, finding a hole, using the speed to get through, and the tackle is very close to the first, and they're going to say he is marked just short of it. But no doubt now that they are in Falcon territory, expect the Washington Tigers to go for it. Big 4th down coming up now, as a turnover on downs possibility for the Falcons. As no, the correction is going to move the chains, and they do get a first down. I was going to say that was a very close mark, as it looked like when they initially marked him down, he was right on that line of scrimmage. So they bring the chains out, said they don't need to actually. Mark him forward, first down, and a huge 3rd down conversion for the Tigers now as they are in Falcon territory on the 43-yard line. They set up shop as Slaughter takes the snap, hands off to Beasley. Beasley trying to run right through the Falcons bunch and unable to get much more than a gain of maybe 1.5 yards. So going to bring up 2nd and 9 now for the Tigers as they continue to try to roll in Falcon territory. As Falcons got to be kicking themselves over that 3rd down mistake, as they really could have had a chance at pinning Massillon back for a 4th down and getting a punt. Credit to Massillon, though, breaking out a good enough play, going short and letting their receivers make up the bulk of the yards as Slaughter takes the snap, hands right back off to Beasley, able to trip Beasley up initially as he falls down about halfway to the first. That's going to bring up about 3rd and 5 to go, as now another big 3rd down, even though 4 down territory probably, I would say, for Massillon Washington going forward now that they are on the Falcon side of the field. They want 6 out of this. As Slaughter again, 2 receivers out right, 1 to his left, as Beasley, the halfback, in the backfield. The southpaw going on the streak route out and corks it and unable to connect with his target. It was number 13, Riley Campbell, as no flags came out so far on the field. So that is going to bring up a 4th down and 5. And it looks like the Tigers are going to punt here, I believe. Let's see. Yep, as Shane Rue, the senior punter, coming out, trying to pin the Falcons back deep, and the Tigers are going to play field position and use their defense, a very good defense, I might add, against the Falcons, and test it against Devin Sherwood. Yes, Massillon Washington, you always got to watch out for the fakes here, but this time Rue does get it off, and look at that little movement on that ball, takes a bounce right near the 5, going to keep rolling, and boy, oh boy, what a punt by Shane Rue. As Shane Rue pins the Falcons back at that 1-yard line. So Fitch going to have to go the length of the field just about to try to hit pay dirt. As Falcons, a typical team too, and Devin Sherwood, one of those guys that operates out of the shotgun a lot. Curious to see if Sherwood and the Falcons offense elect to do so here, pinned so far back deep in their own end zone, as that's within the 1-yard line, call it the half-yard line, right on the cusp of the Falcons end zone. So you got to watch out. Offensive line needs to hold up here. And you got to figure that's exactly what Coach Parker is talking things over with his offense about, as a safety threat is imminent. And it's not a case where you don't want to just run one offensive play and the offense starts to become a little bit unglued. So we'll be curious to see, as one of the big guys that are supposed to be returning tonight that we thought, DJ Williams, we'll see how much playing time he gets, number 42 sophomore back for the Falcons. Very good in these close and inside running scenarios. The blend of speed and power might be able to get you a little bit of a gain, more room to work with, and more room for Devin Sherwood to operate with. And let's see what Coach Parker and the Falcons have schemed up in that huddle, as the Washington Tigers are ready on defense. And here comes Sherwood and the Falcons. As Fitch trying to spread it out. 3 receivers spread wide to the right of Sherwood, 1 out to the left. As trying to spread that Massillon defense up a little bit, trying to find or create holes if they can. Cam Smith in the backfield for the Falcons. Devin Sherwood playing under center. As Sherwood checking off with his line, getting the initial snap. They're just going to run a sneak play initially, trying to get some yardage. Looks like they were able to get a couple there, and a little bit more room for the Falcons and Sherwood to play with. It looks like maybe a gain of 1, if that. Got him definitely to the 1-yard line at least. So bring up 2nd and 9. A little bit more room for Sherwood to work with. We'll see what the Falcons elect to do. And it looks like they are going to come out of the shotgun again. 2 receivers out to the right of Sherwood, 1 out left, sending into motion. That was Tyler Evans, and firing a seed out to his left and misfires on the target. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 9, and the Falcons pinned back deep in their own territory, no doubt. If held to a 4th down, Massillon on the punt should get very good field position to start their next offensive drive, as now Fitch looking for a big play, as Devin Sherwood again out of the shotgun. Has 3 receivers out to his right, spread 1 out to the left. Sherwood taking the snap again, hustles out of it, gets out of the first initial tackle, trying to find the edge. He's still going, and it looks like Sherwood got the first down before being tackled out of bounds, and a big first down for Devin Sherwood and the Falcons. And that's got to be a little bit demoralizing if you are the Tigers. Having the Falcons pinned back deep, that was your chance to get the offense right back on the field. Sherwood, got to credit him. Great improvisation and great job being able to get out of the initial tackle, avoid the sack, avoid the safety, pick up the first down. As the Falcons with their first down now can operate a little bit more out of a normal offense, as Sherwood now takes a 3-step drop, a streak route to Jaden Eli. Eli with the catch. Eli with green pastures in front of him, brought down at the 30, but that's why you don't give Devin Sherwood any room to throw, as he uncorks a bomb. And in one play after the initial first down, the Falcons immediately at the 30-yard line of Massillon, Washington. As Devin Sherwood, accuracy issues a little bit last week against Mooney. Looking good with that one, though, as fires a strike to Eli. As Sherwood now with the handoff to Cam Smith. Cam Smith trying to get the edge as he repurposes his momentum and tries to fall forward. Looks like he may have gotten to the initial line of scrimmage. Great job by Massillon, Washington, sticking with that play all the way through, as Cam Smith was patient. Got to give him credit, but really just nothing there. No room to run. Massillon, Washington doing a great job defensively. Bringing up 2nd and 10, again from the 30-yard line for the Falcons, as they try to inch their way into Massillon's red zone. Again, Sherwood out of the shotgun, 3 receivers to the right, 1 out left. It looks like Cam Smith again in the backfield with Sherwood. Sherwood immediately going to that left side. Tackle initially missed and falling forward close to that first down. He's going to be very close. He might have come up just short. Let's see where they mark him. As the second attempt, the second effort of falling forward, looks like he's going to be marked up short by maybe a yard or 2. It looks like, yep, that is the case. They're going to mark him at the 22. 20-yard line is the line to gain for the first down. So the Falcons with a 3rd and 2 situation We'll see if it's 4 down territory. Again, Cam Smith in the backfield with Sherwood. Trips formation out to the left. Single receiver out wide to the right on the near side of the field. Sherwood out of the shotgun, taking the snap. Hands it off to Cam Smith. Cam Smith gets the first down. Still up on his feet. Finally brought down within the 20. But just like that, the Falcons in the red zone of Massillon, Washington now, as they are threatening to take the lead. 4:56, excuse me, now 4:55 and ticking here in Greenwood Chevrolet Stadium. No score towards the end of the first quarter, as the Falcons picking up another first down. 1st and 10, operating from the 18-yard line are the Falcons, as Sherwood again out of the shotgun. Falcons being able to operate in their normal offense, sending Tyler Evans into motion. Taking the snap, rolling out right is Devin Sherwood. Sherwood running into trouble, slips the first tackle, still on his feet, not down yet before finally being pulled out of bounds. But boy, oh boy, as he's lathered up with butter, it must be, as cannot get the tackle or the Massillon Tigers, as Sherwood able to slip the initial tackle again. Able to get a good gain on first, bringing up 2nd and 4 now for the Falcons as they inch closer to a 1st and goal. As Sherwood again out of the shotgun, taking the snap, fakes the handoff to Smith, as Sherwood trying to go forward with it. Great job that time by the Tigers. They had that one read well. Sherwood maybe have gotten a yard and a half on that. Going to bring up 3rd down and short. Looks like 3rd down and maybe 3 to go for the Falcons now. As needing to get to Massillon's 8-yard line, going spread, 3 receivers out left, 1 to the right. Cam Smith on the right hip, and it looks like Massillon jumping, and that's going to be costly for the Tigers. We'll see who it's on, but it looked like initially the Tigers jumped. We'll see. And it was an encroachment on Massillon, so the Falcons going to pick up the 1st down, and that's a mistake that Massillon's going to have to limit, too. You can't give up any 1st downs like that, as Washington's defense has been really good at limiting penalties this year. But that is one of the areas you're going to have to sharpen up, as an unfortunate penalty on Massillon gives the 1st down to the Falcons. 1st and goal now. Sherwood rolling out to his right, taking it himself, trying to fall forward in for the touchdown. It looks like he was just short, as they're going to mark him down out of bounds near that 1-yard line. As ever since the Falcons have taken possession here, I mean, this game going very quick. 3:38 here in the first quarter, as only 16 minutes real time has burned. And the Falcons already nearing the end of the first quarter. So it's going to be 2nd and 1 on the 2nd and goal, I should say, on the 1-yard line. Sherwood out of the shotgun, takes it himself, dodges the initial tackle, trying to go forward with it. That time, Massillon building a wall at the goal line, doing a great job, not letting Sherwood cross the plane. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and goal, and decisions now for the Falcons on what they want to do, as it did back them up a little bit, it looks like. Now it's going to be more of a 3rd and 2 situation for Fitch, as looking for the initial score, still scoreless here, 3:09 and ticking. We say hi to our friends over at Audible Call. Hi, Mike Ackelson, how we doing? Hopefully we can get you a touchdown here with this next play, as Devin Sherwood out of the shotgun, single receiver outright, trips formation to his left. Cam Smith on the hip of Sherwood. The handoff to Smith. Smith goes forward for 6, and the Falcons with the initial score, they hit pay dirt. So mark that up, 6 for the Falcons, and they strike first against Massillon, claiming a 6-0 lead. Extra point pending for Josiah Burneye. As Josiah Burneye having himself a great season this year, one of the more accurate kickers in the area, as the extra point attempt is up and good, and Josiah Burneye, who you would have guessed it, puts another one through the uprights, makes it 7-0 Falcons. 2:50 remain in the first quarter. Massillon getting their second chance on offense right after this on ysnlive.com.
New things happen all day. Some are good, some not so good. In today's complicated world, while you're busy working, playing, and living life, we're busy helping you make sense of the day's news. And there's only one place where it comes together with clarity, context, and accountability. It's 21 News at 6 with me, Madison Tromler, and Derek Steyer.
21 News at 6. It's what the day's news really means to you.
Welcome home to a home made homier with Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods. Inspiration starts at BairdBrothers.com and is turned into reality when high-quality hardwoods are delivered right to your home. Baird Brothers has the latest design trends, shiplap and skinny lap interior siding, antique oak rustic flooring. And, well, you'll find them all at BairdBrothers.com. Ordered easily, delivered conveniently, enjoyed comfortably. BairdBrothers.com.
Welcome back, everyone. 7-0 Falcons, 2:50 to go in this first quarter as a kickoff coming to Massillon, Washington, looking for their second offensive possession of the game. Last one ended as a punt in Falcon territory. Falcons were able to take their first offensive drive from the 1-yard line, their own 1-yard line, go 99 and the distance of the field to finally hit pay dirt with a Cam Smith rushing touchdown. Extra point tacked on by Josiah Burneye, and the score is 7-0 here in Greenwood Chevrolet Stadium. As Massillon, Washington, and freshman quarterback in Jalen Slaughter look for their second offensive drive of the game. Josiah Burneye ready to kick things off as the kick returners are Austin Brawley and Camden Beasley back ready to return for the Tigers. As Josiah Burneye lines up the kick, the Tigers are ready, and we're ready for the second offensive possession of Massillon, now down by 7. As Josiah Burneye, kick is in the air, and it sails right to the tip of that 10-yard line, hauling it in, making the initial cut before running into a couple other Falcons near that 30-yard line. They're going to mark them about a yard past it. So Massillon to start on their own 31 for their second offensive drive of the game. As we saw, Massillon utilizing some short passing games, and that might be what they need to go to, as Austin Brawley was able to come up with a big third down conversion in the last offensive drive for the Tigers, as maybe the screen passes might be the way to go against the Falcons, as they were able to get those short gains and making the receivers pick up the rest of the gain. We'll see, as it might be one of those cases of just trying to build confidence for your quarterback, as Slaughter that time hands it off to Beasley, as the Falcons making sure the middle was covered. Beasley gets maybe a yard, bringing up 2nd and 9 now for Massillon. As you got to watch out, too, with the Washington Tigers with the play action, because they can run that on you for big gains. We've already seen Slaughter attempt to take that initial shot, as trying to get the Falcons to jump offside, trying to get those initial gains. A little check off on the defensive side for the Falcons, making an adjustment now as Slaughter out of the shotgun, taking the snap a little high, went back to Beasley, and again Beasley trying to fall forward over top of the pile, got some extra yardage there. Good job by the Massillon line, able to push the Falcons forward for about 3 to 4, so it's going to bring up a third down and about 5 to 6 for Massillon. 3rd and 5 to go, so got half the distance they needed on that last run. 3rd and 5 for our Massillon, as again checking off at the line. Make sure they have the same play in mind as they do. Spread formation out to the right, the snap for the Tigers, as that one is picked off, it looks like, by Austintown Fitch. And we'll see who it was that grabbed it, but it looked like reading that curl route very, very well were the Falcons. And it was Tyler Evans. Tyler Evans having a good game at receiver last week against Mooney, as he was able to haul in a couple of passes on the offensive side of things, picks up a huge interception of the Tigers, and now the Falcons will set up shop on the Massillon 39-yard line, as Fitch really can take all the momentum and keep it in their court, as Sherwood with a 4-receiver set, single backfield, now sending Cam Smith into a motion, 5 wide now, empty backfield for Devin Sherwood, as the Falcons and Sherwood taking the snap, going right to his left. That was to Cam Smith with the catch in the initial move, and it looks like that's about half the yards needed to the first, bring up 2nd and 5 now for Fitch. As the Falcons trying to capitalize on the turnover, interception by Tyler Evans, able to grab one, and a big turnover at that against the Washington Tigers. Sherwood now with a 2nd and 6 coming up for the Falcons, coming back out, 4-receiver set again. Cam Smith being utilized a lot as that back, and it might be because of his receiving skills as well. The fake to Smith, and goes to Tyler Evans for the first over the middle, as using play action and utilizing it very well. It looks like they bit on the Cam Smith run, and they found Tyler Evans on the cross route over the middle for the first, working up to the 23-yard line of the Tigers, as the Falcons continue to move on the cusp of the red zone of Massillon. Sherwood again, operating with 1 receiver out to his right, trips formation out to his left. Cam Smith in the backfield again. The handoff goes to Cam Smith, and that time the Fitch line fighting forward. We'll look to see where he got it. Looks like they're marking him at the 20, so looks like a gain of about 3.5. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 7 now for Fitch, and that's going to wind down the clock. Triple zeros here in the first quarter as the Falcons leading it 7-0. They're in Massillon territory. Start of the second quarter coming up right after this on ysnlive.com.
Hi everyone, this is DJ Yoakley with Your Sports Network. We appreciate your support of YSN and welcome you to the YSN family. Our broadcast streams are brought to you live at no cost to you by sponsors that are local to this community. Without the vision and generosity of our sponsors and partners, we would not be able to bring this game to you today. So please support the great businesses and leaders that are making this game possible. And if you're a business in need of great advertising and sponsorship opportunities, feel free to head over to our site for more information on the right fit for you. We are local, we are loyal, and we are live. We are YSN.
Ah, the details. Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods is one fine ride. Perfect cornering, superb handling, sporty and stylish, power to spare, plus awesome mileage. Yeah, jaw-droppingly beautiful lines and well appointed with luxurious trim. Put more oomph in your life and start beholding the molding. Find your home's fine hardwood at BairdBrothers.com.
WRS Wealth Advisors, the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Located on South Avenue in Boardman.
Welcome back, everybody. Start of the second quarter here at Greenwood Chevrolet Stadium in beautiful Austintown, Ohio. We got a good matchup between two Division II teams in the state of Ohio, between Massillon, Washington, the Tigers, and the Austintown Fitch Falcons. Ty Bartell joining you along here with the matchup of these two, as Fitch continuing to drive off of the interception from Tyler Evans now on the inside, or working towards the Massillon red zone, up 7-0. Chance to go up by a couple of scores as they are on the 20-yard line. 7 yards to go for a first down. It is second down as the Falcons coming 3 wide out to Sherwood's right, single receiver, and Donnie Ellis to his left. Cam Smith on the right hip of Sherwood. Sending Cam Smith into motion. Sherwood now rolls out the direction of Smith. Sees Cam Smith in his sight. Takes it himself for the rush. Gets the first down and more. Inside, falls in for the touchdown. As Devin Sherwood, the improviser, stays up on his feet. Bobbing and weaving, flying through Tigers, trying to get their claws on him. But that Falcon found the pay dirt, found the end zone, as it is now 13-0 Fitch. Extra point pending from Josiah Burney. As Falcons doing a great job of jumping on Massillon early here. Chance to go up 14-0 now. Josiah Burney ready for the kick. As the extra point attempt is down, and boy, oh boy, was that close, having a good jump on it. Initially, I thought he had a chance to block it, was Austin Brawley. As Austin Brawley quick off the edge, unable to get to it in time, but boy, was he a whisker away. 14-0 are the Falcons leading as Massillon, third offensive possession of the game, coming up right after this on ysnlive.com.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the 4 words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. Every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training. Residential, commercial, industrial, automotive, and more. We keep ahead of the needs of our customers with a fleet of more than 50 vehicles and 24/7 emergency service, so you're never left in the dark.
I love the customers, interacting with customers, basically just being there even after the sale. If they have a question or if they have a problem with their vehicle, I'm here to help them make an educated decision. I'm here to educate them on their buying a car. I'm Frank Mascara, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you.
Welcome back, everybody, as we get ready for Massillon's third offensive possession. Fitch ready to kick things away, up 14-0, 11:51 to go here in this first half of play, as Massillon, Washington, and their 2 kick returners, and Austin Brawley and Camden Beasley back ready to return the kickoff, and grabbing it was Brawley. Brawley with a little bit of space in front of him, able to hurdle the first tackle before finally getting brought down near that 35-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 33. Great hustle and effort from Brawley on the return, and Massillon going to set up shop at the 33-yard line, looking for a little bit more success in the offensive realm of things. As first drive ending in a punt, second one ending in an INT. So Massillon looking to get back more to their successful ways on offense, one that we've seen so prolific this whole season long. Could be a little bit of issues and a little bit of a learning curve for Jalen Slaughter at quarterback. Of course, a freshman coming in as the backup for a senior-led quarterback, as the carry goes to Beasley, as Camden Beasley trying to spin out of that first tackle. Looks like he got a gain of about 1.5 yards, so a 2nd down and 9 being brought up for Massillon. As Dan Evans III in on that tackle of Beasley. As Massillon, Washington checking off on their sideline. Getting word from their coach as the Falcons, or Tigers, excuse me, making that move inside, close to that first down, as he might be just a yard short. No, they're going to give it to him, able to get that extension on it, I believe. Let's see, chains were going to move, and they are saying yes, move the chains. First down for Massillon, as big first down for the Tigers here on this possession as they continue to move, nearing midfield now. As Slaughter, again out of the shotgun, Slaughter takes it, hands it off again to Beasley. Falcons, though, that time getting a good read on the line, able to get him stuffed in the backfield. A loss of 1 for the Tigers now, as it's going to bring up 2nd down and 11. A little bit of visible frustration by the Tigers' offensive line on that one, as that play got blown up, and the Falcons getting good pressure on Beasley off of the jump. See what Massillon comes back out with, as the run game having its struggles right now against the Falcon defense. They've been able to get some passes off so far, but of course with the interception you worry a little bit in the passing department. Fitch trying to get good defense on it, good coverage on the pass, no flags on the play, bringing up 3rd down and 11 now. So a 3rd down and long situation, and threatening to go 3 and out now are the Tigers after picking up the initial 1st down of this drive. As now the Tigers and Slaughter out of the shotgun. And now checking off on the sideline with his coach as Nate Moore gives the call to Slaughter. Slaughter fakes the handoff to Beasley. Slaughter steps up and a bomb going out to Brawley as Brawley had it in his hands for just a moment. And boy, oh boy, would that have been a highlight reel catch and a half if Brawley holds on to it. Very tough catch, and for about 9/10 of a second, it looked like a huge catch for Massillon and Brawley, but does come loose, brings up 4th down and 11 now. And we'll see Massillon if they're electing to punt, and it does look like that is the case as Shane Rue out to punt. Not really across midfield in Falcon territory. You worry about giving up the ball on a 4th down turnover on downs, so electing to go with the punt. And, I mean, Shane Rue did a great job last time he was out to punt, pinning the Falcons back all the way to their 1 as unleashes the cannon of the leg again. This time taking a bounce again, and it takes a nice bounce for Massillon as it goes within the 18. A couple of the Tigers trying to get the air underneath it, help that ball out a little bit, as it will be, I believe, at the 18-yard line now of the Falcons, and that's where they're going to open up shop for their 3rd offensive possession of the game. Last 2 resulting in touchdowns, rushing touchdown from Cam Smith, rushing touchdown from Devin Sherwood, and the score 14-0 in favor of the Falcons. 9:41 left to go in the half, as we're going to take a real quick break. Thank our friends over at WRS Wealth Advisors, your presenting sponsor of YSN's Audible Call.
WRS Wealth Advisors, the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Located on South Avenue in Boardman.
WRS Wealth Advisors is the area's premier wealth and retirement specialist. With our combined 70 years experience, WRS Wealth Advisors is the area's premier wealth and retirement specialist. Call 330-965-0370 to learn more about our individual and corporate financial planning services, or visit WRSwealth.com. Good luck, athletes!
Welcome back, everybody, here Greenwood Chevrolet Stadium in Austintown, Ohio, as the Austintown Fitch Falcons holding on to a 14-0 lead over the Massillon Washington Tigers, as Fitch going to set up shop right at that 18.5-yard line. Falcons still in the huddle as we have a timeout on the field. It looks like we are good to go now as Fitch emerging from the timeout, getting ready for their 3rd offensive possession as they try to extend the lead against Massillon Washington. Not as good a field position as they were set up with on their last offensive drive, coming off the interception as Devin Sherwood comes out of the shotgun. 2 receivers to his left, 2 to his right. Cam Smith on his hip, faking that pass out right and out left. And again, just off of the fingertips. And almost with another bomb to Dominic Perry. And that's one of those plays you look at, too, and Massillon's got to have their ears up and their eyes raised now, because that was almost the 2nd pass, long pass, that Fitch has been almost able to complete on the Tigers, and going to have to watch out for those verticals, as Fitch, though, unable to get the completion. 2nd down and 10, so no harm on Washington, as Massillon trying to get a good defensive stand on Fitch, as Fitch going 3 receivers out to Sherwood's left, 1 to his right. Sherwood taking the snap and tripping on the play, and the ball is loose, and Massillon comes up with it. As it looks like a trip initially, and Massillon gets a huge break on the fumble from the Falcons, and it looks like that handoff was meant for Cam Smith. It went to him, and it looks like Cam Smith, I don't know if he tripped over his lineman or someone fell, but nonetheless, Cam Smith tripping and giving the Massillon Tigers with their best offensive field position now of the night inside of the Falcons' red zone. And right on the cusp of a 1st and goal. Now Falcons defense pinned back. This might be just the opportunity Massillon was needing. As Slaughter again out for quarterback. They're going with a single receiver to the left, one to the right, one back in the backfield, going handoff. No, faking the handoff, going over top, and just missing the intended target. Had him wide open was the look, as I believe, we look at that, I believe that was Jaden Welch. That was the intended target for Massillon. Overshooting just a bit, so bringing up 2nd down and 10 now. First down marker at the Falcon 4-yard line. As Massillon and Slaughter, single receiver again to the left and right. The handoff to Beasley, and Beasley tackled in the backfield. So where the Falcons offense didn't come up huge for them in that third offensive drive, defense saying, I got your back a bit. Now forcing a 3rd down and 12 to Massillon. And this is an offensive possession you almost need 6 out of, as a gifted inside the red zone possession for Massillon. As a first down would be huge for Massillon, almost needing one here. Got to figure 4-down territory, though, as 2 receivers out to the left of Slaughter. Slaughter taking it, looking that way to his left, hauls up one, and that one is caught. Touchdown is marked, and it looks like he was in bounds. Yes, he was, as Massillon able to get a score closer, mark up 6 on the board. Touchdown pass for Slaughter. As Slaughter bringing up the touchdown pass, bringing the score to 14-6. Fitch still leading, extra point pending, though, as Washington finally getting on the board. Shane Rue, the kicker, for his first extra point attempt of the evening. As the kick by Rue is up, and it is through, and it's 14-7. Fitch leading it, but the turnover by the Falcons proves costly, and coming up with a huge 3rd down conversion for a touchdown was Slaughter, as the Massillon Tigers come a score closer. It's 14-7. Fitch offense coming up right after this on ysnlive.com.
Hi, I'm Colin Chupa. And I'm Kelsey Clem from K-Squared Marketing. Our boutique marketing firm specializes in media planning and buying, public relations, event marketing strategies, and strategic sponsorships. We can integrate our services with your existing game plan, or we can be your entire marketing team. Your goals, our game plan. Let's win together. Call K-Squared Marketing at 330-623-2730 or visit ksquared.marketing to learn more.
Welcome back, everybody. Shane Rue and the Massillon Tigers ready to kick things off to the Falcons for their 4th offensive possession of the game. Last one ending in a fumble that was recovered by Massillon and converted for a touchdown, as Fitch trying to respond and getting that initial burst of speed crossing the 30-yard line, and that's where the Falcons will set up shop for offense. Important gaming note that the Falcons will receive the 3rd quarter kickoff, 2nd half kickoff that is, as Massillon had the initial opening possession. So important gaming note to look forward to in this one between the Austintown Fitch Falcons and the Massillon Washington Tigers. As Fitch up 14-7, Massillon Washington able to get on the board with their last offensive possession. Touchdown pass by Slaughter, as Jalen Slaughter able to get things going for Massillon Washington. 14-7 is your score. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Single backfield for Sherwood, as Sherwood slips it, goes out to his right, finds the target, and picks up near a 1st down. Looks like he's going to be a little bit short. No, he's not, as the chains are going to move, as was very close to the 1st down. They gave it to him, so a 1st down initial pass for the Austintown Fitch Falcons, as Devin Sherwood able to get the Falcons a little bit closer to midfield, as Fitch sending Tyler Evans into motion, taking the snap, looking Evans' way, now trying to go deep to Donnie Ellis. Donnie Ellis able to haul it in over the shoulder. He has a hold of it, and it looks like they're going to say he caught it. Looks like he definitely did, and they're going to say he did. Donnie Ellis with a great catch. Had it in his hands, 2 feet in the green, and a first down, a big flip of field position for Devin Sherwood as he burns the Washington defense again. And I mean, a great accurate pass, and I mean, almost you don't want to even talk about Washington's defense. They had great coverage on that one. And Donnie Ellis, I mean, perfectly placed ball by Devin Sherwood, too, as a tremendous accuracy, tremendous catch, too, at that by Ellis, as Washington did have that one covered up. But Falcons and Devin Sherwood finding just enough space to make something happen, and a timeout now being called by Fitch inside the 30-yard line, threatening to score again on Massillon, Washington. That is the first time out now taken by the Falcons. It's going to leave them with 2 left in the half. 8:25 to go here in the first half of play. We'll be back on ysnlive.com.
Your teams work hard and give it all they've got. Well, so does ours, because 21 Sports and YSN give you extra effort when covering local sports. 21 Sports and YSN, winning coverage of our Valley's teams.
Planning a project around your home or rental property? Trust the electrical service to the local experts with 62 years of serving the Mahoning Valley. Joe Dickey Electric is your local go-to source for responsive, reliable residential electrical work. From everyday maintenance and repairs to new installations, electrical upgrades, and safety inspections, no job is too big or too small. Call Joe Dickey Electric today, 800-549-3976, or visit DickeyElectric.com. That's DickeyElectric.com.
Dealing with Medicare can be confusing and overwhelming. That's why here at Myers Family Insurance, we do our best to give you honest and caring answers to all of your questions. Family.
Welcome back, everyone. Coming out of the timeout from the Falcons, looking at first down and 10 to go for Fitch, as they are setting up shop just a half-yard past that 25-yard line of Massillon, Washington. Devin Sherwood with a bunch formation. Here comes Tyler Evans into motion. Looking Evans' way. Still moving is Sherwood. Sherwood gets the edge as gets pulled out of bounds as that one looks like Sherwood with a flag on the play, and that might be for the tackle out of bounds on Sherwood. They might get him for a horse collar on Massillon, Washington. Let's see what the call is on the field. As still doing a little bit of discussion, we waiting to hear as crew coming in for a discussion. Now let's listen in live on the field. As it was the horse collar, as initially thought, I didn't get a good angle over here, but I can't imagine of what other call it would have been at that time. It looked like from where the flag came in, that's the only possibility of where they were going to go. Nevertheless, moves the Falcons up to the 11-yard line. Not a first and goal yet, but still the Falcons now continuing to move on offense. As Devin Sherwood takes the snap, looks to roll out to his left, finds trouble there, trying to slip it, and does slip it, and does get a gain of a few, it looks like. As we see where they're going to mark them, as the initial marking at, was at the 14-yard line. That's where the Falcons were setting up shop. As it looks now that the Falcons were able to get a gain of 3 with that Devin Sherwood carry, so it's going to be second down and about 7 to go, I believe, at the 11-yard line. First down marker at the Massillon, Washington 3. As the Falcons, 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Sherwood looking over the middle and overshoots. His receiver was open over the middle. I believe that was Tyler Evans was the target, but nonetheless, Falcons unable to convert. 7:46 left. 3rd and 7 coming up now for Fitch. And Massillon would be huge if they can get a stop here. You would think 4 down territory unless the Falcons do elect to go for a field goal. Sherwood offense in the same package as last time, as Sherwood checking off on the sideline to his coach, Coach Parker. As making sure they're on the same play, gets the calls as Cam Smith now moving to the opposite side of Sherwood, now on his right hip. And it looks like that one is going to go against the Falcons, as a delay of game is going to go against Fitch. Timeout is called. So we had whistles blown. I thought I saw an initial flag came in, but no, not a delay of game. Instead, second timeout called by Fitch. Leaves them with one now in the half. Massillon still with all three. 7:46 to go in the half, as Fitch with a third down and about 7-8 to go. The Falcons looking for that 3-yard line of Massillon, as they are out at the 11. So we'll be back right after this on ysnlive.com.
It's storm season.
I think we're under the gun for some heavy storms over the next couple of hours.
And Storm Tracker 21 is ready.
This is probably the one we're keeping a closer eye on.
On air.
And locally, we're going to have a lot of eyes on our area.
Online.
All right, let's talk high-res futurecast and the timing of this weather.
On social media and on our app.
Notice we'll have scattered showers on Thursday.
Stay ready with Storm Tracker 21.
The severe weather threat now through around sunset this evening.
Every customer has a story, whether it's buying a car for the first time, helping them get approved, or finding the perfect car for their budget. I'm proud that people trust me with their story. I'm Tracy, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
WRS Wealth Advisors, the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Located on South Avenue in Boardman.
Welcome back in, everybody, as the Austintown Fitch Falcons, third down coming up and about 8 to go on Massillon, Washington, on the 11-yard line of the Tigers. Fitch trying to get to the 3, as up 14-7, 7:46 to go in the first half of play. Devin Sherwood out of the shotgun. Cam Smith on his left, hip trips formation to the right, as Sherwood looking to his right as a pass over the middle, and great defense at that, as the Massillon Washington Tigers able to force a fourth down now, and decisions, and it looks like the field goal unit going to come out. Smart play, as the Falcons going to look to try to go back up by 2 possessions. Of course, Fitch does get the second half kickoff, so we'll open up the third quarter with possession. And it looks like Josiah Berna, that's been so good all season long, coming out for a field goal attempt. As calling a timeout, I believe, is Massillon, as too many guys were on the field needing to call the timeout, so a penalty wasn't committed by Massillon, and a little bit of confusion on special teams now, so a timeout on the other end for Massillon, and we will take a real quick break here on ysnlive.com.
Now is the time to think about your future, where you want to go, what you want to be. Your future can start now at Kent State Salem or Kent State East Liverpool. We have programs that will open doors and provide opportunities for you to pursue your passion. We are affordable, we are close. You call it hometown, we call it Kent State University. Learn more at www.kent.edu/Columbiana. You belong here.
Coca's Pizza, proud to announce our pizza buffet's back every Wednesday at our Boardman and Campfield locations. Adults only $7.99 and kids only $4.99, and $2 beer starting at 8 o'clock. That's Coca's Pizza. We serve it hot.
Welcome back in, everybody. Second quarter, Josiah Berni lining up a kick, chance to go up 17-7 on the Massillon Washington Tigers. As the snap is down, kick is up, and that one is blocked. Able to fall on it is the Falcons, as that is now second blocked kick against Josiah Berni. We all remember the last one coming against the Ursuline Irish. So again, you're worried a little bit about that, because we saw last time Austin Brawley on the extra point attempt came very, very close to blocking that. That time, Massillon does blow up the line of the Falcons, able to get pressure on Burneye, get their hands on it in a big blocked field goal attempt. Now a chance to tie the game for Massillon Washington. 7:36 left on the clock. Would be really efficient if Massillon Washington left Fitch with no time left. You don't want to give the Falcons that 2-for-1 opportunity. Handoff goes to Beasley. Beasley has the edge. Beasley has the first as Beasley goes down at the 46-yard line. First down for Massillon Washington, and in a play, they are within 5 of midfield. As the Tigers now looking to tie this ball game up, 7:20 and ticking. As Jalen Slaughter takes the snap, fakes the handoff, goes screen pass off to his left, and the Falcons that time, reinforcements come in, and it looks like that's going to stop up the Tigers at midfield as he got to about the 50-yard line, so it's going to bring up about 2nd down and 7 to go for Massillon Washington. As you see the mark at that 50, as Massillon Washington checking off on Coach Moore as they get the play situated, as Jalen Slaughter and Camden Beasley ready up in the backfield of Massillon. 3 receivers out to the right. Handoff goes to Beasley. That time blown up by the Falcons. No, able to stay on his feet, get back to the original line of scrimmage, if that. But the Falcons able to bring Cam Beasley down, and it looks like an injury now on the field. No, able to get back up on the feet as maybe wind just knocked out of him. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down and 10 as 6:15 to go. Able to convert 2 big 3rd downs this game already was Jalen Slaughter. Of course, a 3rd and 20 conversion to Austin Brawley, and the other one a 3rd down conversion that ended in 6 points and a touchdown pass. And the last offensive possession of Massillon. 5:55 to go. The fake off to Beasley going over the middle with the catch to Brawley. Brawley still on his feet before finally being brought down at the 30, but another big 3rd down conversion for the Massillon Washington Tigers, as now they move into Falcon territory. So, setting up shop now just inside the 30-yard line of of Austintown Fitch, as Jalen Slaughter with 2 receivers to his right takes the snap, goes to Cam Beasley. Beasley slips that first tackle, goes down at the 25. He got half the yards needed to the first. Bring up 2nd and 5 now for Massillon Washington as they continue to move. 5:20 and ticking, as unless something changes in the way Massillon approaches, Fitch likely to get a possession and a chance for a 2-for-1 to end this half and open up the second half. But nonetheless, Massillon Washington just caring about tying the ball game at this point. Checking off on the sideline with Coach Moore. They got all their things figured out, as now Jalen Slaughter, again out of the shotgun. Single receiver to the left, 1 to the right, taking the snap again. Going back to Beasley. Falcons blow up the run play that time. No gain on the play. 3rd down and about 6 to go now. So another 3rd down conversion attempt for Jalen Slaughter. He's been pretty good now. Has 3 of them already on the game, all of them on passes. So a couple of substitutions coming in now for Massillon. As subbing in Riley Campbell, one of their receivers. A little bit more height on that, 6'3", 210, and a senior. As they're going to go 2 receivers, out to the left, 1 to the right for the southpaw quarterback. Taking it is Slaughter. Slaughter looks to the left, trying to go extension on it. The catch is up. Is he in? As no, saying that he is short. Let's see, actually, I don't believe they got it, as no, they did not. I didn't see the initial call on the field, as it looks like that one marked incomplete. So now a 4th and 6. As it looked like he had his hands on it, but it looked like maybe out of bounds, as the call from the officials. And now a field goal attempt, though, and it's going to be a deep field goal attempt, but we've seen the leg of Shane Rue. He has the leg power to do so, trying to bring this to a 4-point game. 4th down and 6 field goal attempt from that 25-yard line. or from back behind the 25-yard line. Line of scrimmage was there. That one able to make it through. What a kick. What a kick at that, too. My, oh my, a huge field goal for Massillon, Washington, and that brings the score to 14-10. As Fitch, with 4 minutes and 2 seconds left on the clock, will have another offensive possession. If they play it smart, they will not let Massillon Washington touch the ball again here in this first half, as they will also open up the third quarter with possession. We'll see what Fitch is able to do here with their next offensive possession after first two looking really good for the Falcons, able to convert 2 touchdowns on their first 2 drives. Last 2 drives, though, ending in a fumble that was recovered by Massillon and a blocked field goal. So Massillon coming on top of the last 2 possessions and turning it into a touchdown and a field goal on their end. Big special teams and defensive play for Massillon has brought them back within a single score of this ball game, as Massillon Washington and Shane Rue out ready for the kickoff now. As Fitch starting to emerge from their sideline, as the Falcons ready to receive the kickoff, as Massillon Washington and Shane Rue, who was responsible for that very, very impressive field goal, and one that just brought the Massillon Washington Tigers within 4, looking to get one off here now. As from the 40-yard line, Tigers kickoff is up and getting plenty of power under that one, hauled in near the 10-yard line, able to make that initial cut and get to about that 25, maybe the 24-yard line. 3:57 remains on the clock. Fitch with 1 timeout left, Massillon with 2, and Fitch looking to extend their lead, leading 14-10 on the Massillon Washington Tigers. This was a game that certainly felt a little bit different just a few game moments ago, as Fitch was leading at 14-0 with an offensive possession chance to make it 21-0, but Massillon and that very, very dynamic defense able to work themselves back into this one. Fitch now, after the last 2 offensive possessions, coming up short of a score, looking to get back on track here, as Devin Sherwood out of the shotgun, sending into motion Cam Smith. Sherwood looks to his right side, able to convert that pass, and they're going to say forward progress and mark them about 3 to 4 yards on the gain for Sherwood on the pass. So going to bring up about 2nd down and 6 to go for Fitch, as the Falcons setting up on that 29-yard line as the first down. 5 yards to go, as Sherwood on 2nd down again sends Cam Smith into motion, as it looks like a flag is down on the field. We'll see who that one's on. They're calling false start, I believe, on the offense, so that's going to back them up 5, put them to the initial line of scrimmage, and I believe this is going to be a 2nd and 10. Let's listen in. As it was a false start called on the offense and the Falcons. And now it's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for Fitch, as costly mistakes. You don't want to start committing too many penalties now as you're trying to work yourself back into this one. 3:10 and ticking here in the first half of play. Sherwood with 3 receivers spread out to his left, 1 to his right, sending Cam Smith again into motion as Sherwood rolls out to his right. They're trying to get a read on it. Gets the pass to Tyler Evans. Clear skies ahead. He's still going. 10-5. Lost it in the end zone as it goes out of bounds. And we'll see what the call is, as it looked like it went out of bounds. We'll see what the call is on the field, but it looks like another costly mistake for the Falcons, as it does get spotted at the 20 on the fumble in the end zone. So again, I mean, Fitch has been burning Massillon's corners all game. Again, Sherwood was able to do so, but the mistake of Tyler Evans fumbling the ball in the end zone, unable to truly burn Massillon's defense with a touchdown. So they're going to have to look to refocus, but that's a big turnover and a big possession coming up now for Massillon. 2:50 left in the half. As now Massillon taking the field on offense. They've looked pretty good, forcing some turnovers the last three, as Fitch flipping the script on that offense has been the defense making some big plays even after getting burned, as the pass, though, missing the target, and it looked like just an Olay on the attempt. As Slaughter had an open look, unable to make the conversion and the completion out, as looks like Ardell Banks was the intended target. So bring up second down and 10, 2:46 to go in the half. As the Falcons touchdown gets erased off the board after Tyler Evans fumbling in the end zone. Slaughter now looking for the deep pass in his own right, going to Awesome, and oh my goodness, what a catch, as Austin Brawley able to come away with another impressive catch, and they're going to keep going to him. Going to have to get a scouting report on Brawley, get the number on him, as crossing into Falcon territory now are the Massillon Tigers. 2:33 and ticking. And it looks like whistles being blown. And I believe timeout called, as Massillon Washington flipping the script on the Falcons. We'll take a timeout here as well on ysnlive.com.
New things happen all day. Some are good, some not so good. In today's complicated world, while you're busy working, playing, and living life, we're busy helping you make sense of the day's news. And there's only one place where it comes together with clarity, context, and accountability. It's 21 News at 6 with me, Madison Tromler, and Derek Steyer.
21 News at 6. It's what the day's news really means to you.
Welcome home to a home made homier with Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods. Inspiration starts at BairdBrothers.com and is turned into reality when high-quality hardwoods are delivered right to your home. Baird Brothers has the latest design trends: shiplap and skinny lap interior siding, antique oak rustic flooring, and, well, you'll find them all at BairdBrothers.com. Ordered easily, delivered conveniently, enjoyed comfortably. BairdBrothers.com.
Welcome back, everybody, as Massillon's offense continuing to roll. 2.5 minutes to go in this first half of play. Checking off at the sideline now is Jalen Slaughter, as getting the call from Coach Moore. Still checking off now, getting the call, as Camden Beasley on the left hip of Slaughter. Slaughter taking the snap, looking deep, trying to uncork another one, as that one looks like it was caught, hauled in for a touchdown. That time it went to Ardell Banks, and the Massillon Washington Tigers taking a 2-point lead, extra point punting. As now extra point pending for Shane Rue, as the Massillon Washington Tigers take their first lead in this ball game. Comes with 2:23 left in the first half of play, as the kick from Rue is up and good. Make it 17-14, as now Falcons, though, with a 2-for-1 opportunity. They've been able to get deep passes off all night. They're going to need to do much of the same. Prevent the mistakes, though, as Massillon secondary has some questions they're going to have to talk about in the second half, as Devin Sherwood's been able to burn them, but these last few offensive possessions not really been able to complete and finish offensive drives. And you got to credit Massillon's defense. They give up the big chunk plays, but they've been able to hold on strong and force turnovers when they need to. Fitch now with 2:23 to go. They'll have possession and open up the third quarter with possession, so still a chance to take a lead and still extend it for the Falcons, depending on how they play this offensive possession. Still with, I believe, let's see what their timeouts left. I believe they are left with 0. No timeouts left. That is correct. 2:23 left on the clock. No timeouts for Fitch. 2 left for Massillon Washington. Shane Rue readies the kickoff to Fitch, and Fitch now Going to need to figure out something on offense and try to get the 2-minute offense in the books and moving, as a field goal can tie it for the Falcons, but a blocked field goal earlier against Josiah Burney has been one of the difference makers of the game. As Shane Rue, kickoff to the Falcons, hauled in by Cam Smith, as Cam Smith on the initial block, good block in front of Cam Smith, as he gets tackled as he was past, I believe, the 25, mark him at that 26. Falcons will set up shop 2-14 at their own 26-yard line, as gonna have to try to figure out something on offense and get some quick strike ability. They've been able to get the big chunk plays on Massillon. Massillon doing a good job of getting the tackles before the touchdowns on the verticals. But let's see what Fitch elects to do here. As now, Falcons looking for a response now, trailing for the first time this game, 17-14. Sending into motion and taking the snap is Sherwood. Sherwood with room to run in front finds Donnie Ellis for the first down, and getting out of bounds for a big first down, and Donnie Ellis. And the Falcons able to find some open space on the Massillon defense yet again. 2:03 left on the clock. Clock stops for the movement of the chains. Falcons setting up shop at the 42-yard line. It is a first down for Fitch. 3 receivers out to the right, 1 to the left. Cam Smith on the right hip of Devin Sherwood. Sherwood out of the shotgun, takes a snap, rolls out to his right, looking for the completion, and off of the hands of Tyler Evans, as that seed came in a little bit too hot, as it was a laser beam to Evans, just came off the hands of the very talented receiver. 2nd down and 10 now for the Falcons. Clock stops on the incompletion, makes it 1:42 left as the Falcons trying to cross over into Massillon territory, still on their own 42-yard line. As Fitch and Sherwood able to get to that 42-yard line on the completion to Donnie Ellis, coming out with the same package, now moves Tim Smith out to the right, and a flag out on the play. This one might go against the Falcons on a false start. Let's see. And it looks like, yep, that is the case. False start, backs them up 5. Not what you're looking to do if you're the Falcons. So now mark them back at the 37-yard line, and Fitch with a 2nd down and 15 now to go. As the Falcons take the snap, Devin Sherwood rolling out to his right, gets the edge, zooms past some Tigers, and gets the first down, as Devin Sherwood burns the Tigers again as they try to get in the nest. And Sherwood able to fly by for a first. As now Fitch right back into their offense, and they're going to spike the ball, stop the clock at 1:29. So it's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10 for the Falcons, as they want to talk things over real quick before getting back to work on offense, but has now worked their way into Massillon territory as they try to either tie or take the lead with this final offensive possession here in the first half. Fitch will have the 3rd quarter opening kickoff. They will receive that as Devin Sherwood, 3 receivers to his left, sends Cam Smith that way, and again the flag, and I believe again a false start as the Falcons trying to execute this play. Again, false start comes up, and you see Devin Sherwood, visible frustration on it as another false start backs him up 5 more, still on Massillon's side of the field at the 49-yard line. Going to bring up 2nd and 15, excuse me. 1:29 to go in this half. As Massillon with 2 timeouts left, Fitch out of timeouts. Devin Sherwood with a 2nd and 15 to go on Massillon's 49. As Sherwood again sending into motion, Cam Smith going over the middle for the catch, holding on to it. Going to be close to a first as he is down at that 35-yard line, about 1.5 yards short of the first. 3rd down and about 1 to go as Fitch with 1:12 and ticking, looking for a 1st down, trying to work their way into Tiger territory. Again, taking the snap is Sherwood. Sherwood rolls out to his right. Sherwood thrown over top. 1st down, Cam Smith, as Cam Smith gets pushed out of bounds. And that one is going to be a little bit of a momentum stoppage to the Tigers defense that has been so good. They were looking for that 4th down, as Fitch now with a chance to tie or take the lead, now in favorable field goal position against Massillon, as now Sherwood again coming out with the same package. 3 receivers out wide to the left, 1 receiver to his right. Cam Smith again on the hip of Sherwood. Sherwood taking the snap, rolls out to his right again as Sherwood just hauls it for the end zone and hauls it for the back of the end zone. No harm, no foul. As good decision by Sherwood to just get rid of the ball. Nothing there. 2nd and 10. 53 seconds to go here in the half. As Fitch, if you could come away with any score, but especially a touchdown, opening up the 3rd quarter with possession, you have a chance to take momentum back in this ball game, as you got to figure Massillon holds all of it right now, scoring the last 17 points, and taking the lead on the Falcons. As Sherwood here, 2nd down, taking the snap, now rolling out to his left, getting pressured and getting tackled down as Massillon finally able to get the pressure on Sherwood, and their defense makes a big play again, forces a 3rd down and long, 40 seconds and ticking, as Fitch now gonna need to make some decisions on offense on what they want to do. 30 seconds and ticking. Sherwood taking the snap, looking deep. Sherwood goes short, and a ball that is off the hands of Dan Evans III. And miscommunication from Sherwood and Dan Evans, and that's going to bring up 4th down and 23 to go, as we'll see if the Falcons elect to pin Massillon back deep. It's kind of at that awkward position where they're at that 33-yard line. A little bit far to go for a field goal here, and a little bit too close to pin him back deep for a punt. You don't really want to go for it on 4th, though. 20 seconds left, and give Massillon good field position, especially what they've been able to do on offense. But it looks like that's exactly what Devin Sherwood and the Falcons are going to do, coming out as Fitch trips formation out to the right, taking the snap, as the Massillon, they do draw them to take the timeout, as Washington does get the timeout called in time. That's going to bring up their 2nd timeout. 1 left for Massillon, as likely going to be one of the final plays of the 1st half, coming up right after this on ysnlive.com.
New things happen all day. Some are good, some not so good. In today's complicated world, while you're busy working, playing, and living life, we're busy helping you make sense of the day's news. And there's only one place where it comes together with clarity, context, and accountability. It's 21 News at 6 with me, Madison Tromler, and Derek Steyer.
21 News at 6. It's what the day's news really means to you.
Welcome home to a home made homier with Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods. Inspiration starts at BairdBrothers.com and is turned into reality when high-quality hardwoods are delivered right to your home. Baird Brothers has the latest design trends: shiplap and skinny lap interior siding, antique oak rustic flooring.
Welcome back, everyone. 4th down up for the Falcons. It's 4th down and 33 to go. 4th down and 24, on the 33-yard line. 1st down at the Massillon 9. So the Falcons looking for a big 4th down conversion. Empty backfield for Sherwood. Sherwood takes the snap. Pressure immediately there. Slipping the 1st tackle as Sherwood has a clean look. Able to haul one off towards the back of the end zone. Flag down on the field. I do believe this is on the Falcons side, though. Let's see. As it left 11 seconds left on the clock. It's either a turnover on downs, but we'll see if the holding penalty, as they're going to decline the penalty. I believe it was holding, but we'll see. And with 11 seconds, we'll see if Massillon elects to do a play, as you would almost assume they're going to take the knee, take the lead into the halftime. You don't want to risk any sort of turnover or any sort of mistake flipping momentum, especially when Massillon completely holds it right now in this game. So the Tigers coming out, 11 seconds to go in the half. Looks like they are in kneeling formation, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Take the lead into the second half as Massillon Washington leads this one 17-14. Fitch to have the second half kickoff, and we will have that second half and more right after this on ysnlive.com.
New things happen all day. Some are good, some not so good. In today's complicated world, while you're busy working, playing, and living life, we're busy helping you make sense of the day's news. And there's only one place where it comes together with clarity, context, and accountability. It's 21 News at 6 with me, Madison Tromler, and Derek Steyer.
21 News at 6. It's what the day's news really means to you.
Welcome home to a home made homier with Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods. Inspiration starts at BairdBrothers.com and is turned into reality when high-quality hardwoods are delivered right to your home. Baird Brothers has the latest design trends, shiplap and skinny lap interior siding, antique oak rustic flooring, and, well, you'll find them all at BairdBrothers.com. Ordered easily, delivered conveniently, enjoyed comfortably. BairdBrothers.com.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, shop with confidence knowing we're ready to go the extra mile for you. With the largest selection of used vehicles in the Valley, backed by the Greenwood Advantage Warranty. Every one of our vehicles has undergone our own 126-point inspection, so it passes the most important inspection, yours. No other dealership has the extra inventory, gives you extra for your trade, and goes the extra mile for you. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
WRS Wealth Advisors, the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Located on South Avenue in Boardman.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the four words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. Every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training. Residential, commercial, industrial, automotive, and more. We keep ahead of the needs of our customers with a fleet of more than 50 vehicles and 24/7 emergency service, so you're never left in the dark.
Every customer has a story, and at Greenwood Chevrolet, we are committed to making sure it ends with you in the right vehicle. I get to be part of somebody's adventure, whether it's buying a car for the first time, helping them get approved, or finding the perfect car for their budget. I'm proud that people trust me with their finances. They trust me to take care of them, and they trust me with their story. I'm Tracy, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Working with your family can be stressful at times, but because they're family, you know that you're going to get a loving, honest answer, even when things don't make sense to any problem. Dealing with Medicare can be confusing and overwhelming. That's why here at Myers Family Insurance, we do our best to give you honest and caring answers to all of your questions. Family, like Medicare, isn't always perfect, but when you put others first, the results can be amazing.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance.
Storm season.
I think we're under the gun for some heavy storms over the next couple of hours.
And Storm Tracker 21 is ready.
This is probably the one we're keeping a closer eye on.
On air.
And locally, we're going to have a lot of eyes on our area.
Online.
All right, let's talk high-risk futurecast and the timing of this weather.
On social media and on our app.
Notice we'll have scattered showers on Thursday.
Stay ready with Storm Tracker 21.
The severe weather threat now through around sunset this evening.
Hi, this is Tommy Clem, owner of WRS Insurance Solutions.
WRS Insurance Solutions is a local, independent agency that specializes in life, Medicare, long-term care, and disability products. Call us at 330-953-3722 or visit us at wrsinsuranceSolutions.com to learn more.
Good luck to all the student athletes in the Valley.
Hi, I'm Colin Chupa.
And I'm Kelsey Clem from K-Squared Marketing.
Our boutique marketing firm specializes in media planning and buying, public relations, event marketing strategies, and strategic sponsorships. We can integrate our services with your existing game plan, or we can be your entire marketing team. Your goals, our game plan. Let's win together. Call K-Squared Marketing at 330-623-2730 or visit ksquared.marketing to learn more.
Jimmy Sudman here, Director of Isle, Purple Cat, and Golden String. We are happy to support YSN and two of my favorite people, Scotty Mincher and Super Dave O'Malley. We are an agency that provides services for adults with disabilities. We infuse humor, passion, and joy into their lives. If you know of any folks with disabilities that need our assistance, please contact us.
Your teams work hard and give it all they've got. Well, so does ours, because 21 Sports and YSN give you extra effort when covering local sports. 21 Sports and YSN, winning coverage of our Valley's teams.
Planning a project around your home or rental property? Trust the electrical service to the local experts with 62 years of serving the Mahoning Valley. Joe Dickey Electric is your local go-to source for responsive, reliable residential electrical work. From everyday maintenance and repairs to new installations, electrical upgrades, and safety inspections, no job is too big or too small. Call Joe Dickey Electric today, 800-549-3976, or visit DickeyElectric.com. That's DickeyElectric.com.
Dealing with Medicare can be confusing and overwhelming. That's why here at Myers Family Insurance, we do our best to give you honest and caring answers to all of your questions. Family, like Medicare, isn't always perfect, but when you put others first, the results can be amazing.
We are there in your community. Small business owners, mechanics, police officers, homemakers. And we are there serving our nation in the Air Force Reserve. When medical emergencies arise, in cybersecurity, when natural disasters happen, we are there in space. We are Reserve Citizen Airmen, and we are there with over 180 different jobs to serve your country. Air Force Reserve.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, shop with confidence knowing we're ready to go the extra mile for you. With the largest selection of used vehicles in the Valley, backed by the Greenwood Advantage Warranty. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
My guy keeps it 100% of the time. He wants all 100, won't settle for 99. And it's more than stats, because there's people in those numbers. And I was one of the lost sheep. I'm so glad he cares for all 100. I'm 100% safe, 100% free, 100% love. I can be 100% me. He gave all 100 when they put him up on that tree. That's 100% passion for 100% free. So if I play in front of 100, or if I play in front of 2, there's an audience of 1 getting 100% of what I can do.
WRS Wealth Advisors is the area's premier wealth and retirement specialist. With our combined 70 years experience, WRS Wealth Advisors is the area's premier wealth and retirement specialist. Call 330-965-0370 to learn more about our individual and corporate financial planning services, or visit WRSwealth.com. Good luck, athletes.
News doesn't stop after the sun goes down. Sometimes you just have to hustle to get it. At 21 News, no matter how far it is, no matter what it takes to get there, we're working to bring you the best stories and the freshest content at 11 p.m. with the context and clarity that makes it worth staying up for, no matter what time it is. 21 News at 11 with me, Erin Simonek, and Derek Steyer.
21 News at 11, news that's worth your time.
Coca's Pizza, proud to announce our pizza buffet's back every Wednesday at our Boardman and Campfield locations. Adults only $7.99 and kids only $4.99, and $2 beer starting at 8 o'clock. That's Coca's Pizza. We serve it hot.
Every customer has a story, whether it's buying a car for the first time, helping them get approved, or finding the perfect car for their budget. I'm proud that people trust me with their story. I'm Tracy, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Hi everyone, this is DJ Yoakley with Your Sports Network. We appreciate your support of YSN and welcome you to the YSN family. Our broadcast streams are brought to you live at no cost to you by sponsors that are local to this community. Without the vision and generosity of our sponsors and partners, we would not be able to bring this game to you today. So please support the great businesses and leaders that are making this game possible. And if you're a business in need of great advertising and sponsorship opportunities, feel free to head over to our site for more information on the right fit for you. We are local, we are loyal, and we are live. We are YSN.
Ah, the details. Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods is one fine ride. Perfect cornering, superb handling, sporty and stylish, power to spare, plus awesome mileage. Yeah, jaw-droppingly beautiful lines and well appointed with luxurious trim. Put more oomph in your life and start beholding the molding. Find your home's fine hardwood at BairdBrothers.com.
It's a new year at Acura of Boardman and Boardman Mitsubishi with huge savings on over 350 fully inspected vehicles. We have cars, trucks, SUVs, minivans, and work vehicles. We don't have it, our team will find it. We aim for 100% credit approval with payments as low as $99 per month. And as always, we'll pay top dollar for your trade. For a great vehicle and a great experience, come see why everyone is stopping by at Acura Boardman and Boardman Mitsubishi.
60 years ago, Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods began with 3 siblings, a hand-set sawmill, and a few local orders. And while business has certainly changed over the years, what has not are our principles of hard work, craftsmanship, and commitment to quality. At Baird Brothers, we're proud to put our name on the products we create, from moldings and doors to flooring and lumber. Thank you for 60 great years. We look forward to 60 more. Baird Brothers, for the place you love.
You're looking to your future, preparing for your goals, and they're closer than you think. Because here, success is part of the plan. It's a place where academic and social opportunities are meant to prepare you for life, not just the next 4 years. You'll be equipped to face new challenges and turn hard work into a career. You're ready for your success to take root. And here's where it starts. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
Your teams work hard and give it all they've got. Well, so does ours, because 21 Sports and YSN give you extra effort when covering local sports. 21 Sports and YSN, winning coverage of our Valley's teams.
Planning a project around your home or
now feature our flag and rifle lines to a standard ballet classic by Igor Stravinsky. Here is The Firebird. would like to congratulate Color Guard Captain Cassidy Claypool on being selected as a member of this year's Homecoming Court. We also congratulate all the members of this year's Homecoming Court. And now, the Austintown tradition continues with the Color Guard presentation of the American flag as the band concludes with our national march, the Stars and Stripes, Forever.
New things happen all day. Some are good, some not so good. In today's complicated world, while you're busy working, playing, and living life, we're busy helping you make sense of the day's news. And there's only one place where it comes together with clarity, context, and accountability. It's 21 News at 6 with me, Madison Tromler, and Derek Steyer.
21 News at 6. It's what the day's news really means to you.
Welcome home to a home made homier with Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods. Inspiration starts at BairdBrothers.com and is turned into reality when high-quality hardwoods are delivered right to your home. Baird Brothers has the latest design trends, shiplap and skinny lap interior siding, antique oak rustic flooring, and, well, you'll find them all at BairdBrothers.com. Ordered easily, delivered conveniently, enjoyed comfortably. BairdBrothers.com.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, shop with confidence knowing we're ready to go the extra mile for you. With the largest selection of used vehicles in the Valley, backed by the Greenwood Advantage Warranty. Every one of our vehicles has undergone our own 126-point inspection, so it passes the most important inspection, yours. No other dealership has the extra inventory, gives you extra for your trade, and goes the extra mile for you. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
WRS Wealth Advisors, the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. located on South Avenue in Boardman.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the 4 words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. Every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training. Residential, commercial, industrial, automotive, and more. We keep ahead of the needs of our customers with a fleet of more than 50 vehicles and 24/7 emergency service, so you're never left in the dark.
Every customer has a story, and at Greenwood Chevrolet, we are committed to making sure it ends with you in the right vehicle. I get to be part of somebody's adventure, whether it's buying a car for the first time, helping them get approved, or finding the perfect car for their budget. I'm proud that people trust me with their finances. They trust me to take care of them, and they trust me with their story. I'm Tracy, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Working with your family can be stressful at times, but because they're family, you know that you're going to get a loving, honest answer, even when things don't make sense, to any problem. Dealing with Medicare can be confusing and overwhelming. That's why here at Myers Family Insurance, we do our best to give you honest and caring answers to all of your questions. Family, like Medicare, isn't always perfect, but when you put others first, the results can be amazing.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance.
Storm season.
I think we're under the gun for some heavy storms over the next couple of hours.
And Storm Tracker 21 is ready.
This is probably the one we're keeping a closer eye on.
On air.
And locally, we're going to have a lot of eyes on our area.
Online.
All right, let's talk high-risk futurecast and the timing of this weather.
On social media and on our app.
Notice we'll have scattered showers on Thursday.
Stay ready with Storm Tracker 21.
The severe weather threat now through around sunset this evening.
Hi, this is Tommy Clem, owner of WRS Insurance Solutions.
WRS Insurance Solutions is a local, independent agency that specializes in life, Medicare, long-term care, and disability products. Call us at 330-953-3722 or visit us at wrsinsuranceSolutions.com to learn more.
Good luck to all the student athletes in the Valley.
Welcome back, everyone, here to Greenwood Chevrolet Stadium at beautiful Austintown Fitch High School, as right now the Austintown Fitch Falcons getting ready to start the second half. Fitch to receive the second half kickoff, down 17-14 to the Massillon Washington Tigers. It's been a game of runs. First 14 points of the game scored by the Falcons, as the next 17 was then scored by the Tigers, as we get ready now to start the second half here in Austintown Fitch High School. As the kick is underway, and that one is bobbled and fallen on, as the Falcons making some key errors so far, able to get that one back, but almost another mental lapse, and the Falcons able to avoid a disastrous start to the third quarter, as Devin Sherwood and the Falcons offense looking to put together a drive and potentially tie or take the lead on the Massillon Washington Tigers. Hasn't been an issue of the Falcons having success gaining yards on Massillon's defense. It's just Massillon's defense making the big plays when they need to most has been the big difference maker, and the score being what it is, Fitch versus Massillon, as Sherwood immediately comes out passing, gets a completion, and nearing a first down, and it looks like picking up an initial first down through the air is the Falcons and Sherwood, as Fitch, name of the game this half, you got to finish a drive, and I mean, you're able to get on the Massillon side of the field time and time again. It's about finishing the drive and ending with Paydirt, as taking the snap again, the handoff this time to Cam Smith, as Cam Smith goes running right into one of the Tiger defenders, picking up about a yard on the carry. 2nd and 9 now for the Falcons. As Devin Sherwood checking off on the sideline with Coach Parker. Gonna opt to go with 2 out wide to the left, 2 out wide to the right. Cam Smith in the backfield with Sherwood. 2nd and 9 to go. As taking the snap, rolling out to his right as Sherwood getting tripped up after a gain of about 3 to 4. And that's going to get him halfway to the first, as needing to get to the 41-yard line. Looks like they're going to mark him near that 35. So a 3rd down and 6 to go, and a big 3rd down now for the Falcon offense, as a conversion here would be huge, but holding the 4th down would be also huge for the Washington defense, as Fitch looking for a big 3rd down conversion. Going 3 receivers out wide to Sherwood's left, 1 to the right. Sending back into motion is Dan Evans III. They had him on the left side. They move him back to the right side. Taking the snap, trying to go underneath and over top, and going to get the 1st down, and a big 1st down against Massillon Washington's defense. And again, Falcons able to move the chains, and that's been the big thing, is that if you can move the chains, try to get Massillon's defense on their heels, work them a little bit, try to maybe tire them down, as the Falcons trying to elongate this first drive of almost burned 2 minutes off the clock already, nearing midfield. 1st and 10 now for Sherwood and Fitch, as Cam Smith on his left hip, sending Cam Smith now into motion out to the left. Sherwood with a pass that is off the fingertips of Jaden Eli, up in the air and back down to the ground. Dead ball, incompletion, as now it moves to 2nd and 10 for Fitch, as the Falcons on that 42-yard line. Their 1st down is the opposing 43-yard line, needing to get to Massillon's 43. As Fitch now 2nd down, 10 to go. 3 receivers out to the left of Sherwood, 1 to the right. Cam Smith now moves over to the left hip of Devin. Sherwood taking the snap, looking over the middle, finding the target, but off of the hands again of Tyler Evans, and some completion issues here between Sherwood and his receivers, and able to get it in the hands of the targets, just unable to come down with them, as 2 passes now go awry for the Falcons. 3rd down and 10 to go. 10:06 remaining in this 3rd quarter. Clock is stopped on the incompletion. So now the Falcons with another big 3rd down coming up near midfield. We'll see if they try to get it all in one shot, or they try to go half of the distance here. Going 4 receiver set, single backfield shotgun out of the shotgun, I should say, for Sherwood. Sherwood takes a snap, immediately pressured, slips the first tackle. Here comes Sherwood inside, gets the 1st down, as the Massillon defense with an absolute collapse lost Devin Sherwood on that, as Devin Sherwood converts another 3rd down, as getting a 1st on the on Massillon's side of the field now, as Fitch continues to move. 2nd, 3rd down conversion in this drive, keeping the defense on the field. Falcons now with a 1st and 10 at Massillon's 39. As a bunch formation for Sherwood now, as Sherwood takes the snap and fakes that pass out to the left, has a little bit of room out to the right, tries to bob and weave his way for a gain. Looks like he just got back to the original line of scrimmage, as trying to go with a trick play that time where the Falcons, good job by Massillon sniffing it out, played it very well defensively. 2nd and 10 now coming up for Fitch, as Sherwood was able to get back to the initial line of scrimmage. 9:52 left on the clock. Spread formation again, 2 out to the left, 2 to the right. Motioning now is Tyler Evans, now 3 to the left, as Sherwood goes to the right though, and getting that pass complete for a gain of about 6, as more than half the yards needed for the first. Going to bring up 3rd down and short for the Falcons, as Fitch able to work inside of the 35 of Massillon. It's going to bring down a 3rd down and I believe 3 to go. 3rd down and 2, excuse me, for Fitch. as no doubt would be 4 down territory now. Needing 2 yards, play clock at 10 seconds, 9:25 and ticking. Sherwood checking off on the sideline with Coach Parker. Has 5 seconds of ticking, getting the play off before the clock expires. Sherwood just going all the way to the left. Sherwood losing the ball. Looks like he fell back on it, though, as the Falcons, again, avoid disaster. Pick up another first down as the gasp released by the Falcons, as there was a moment of excitement on Massillon's side. Thwarted, though, as the Falcons pick up another third down conversion, continuing the drive, and big thing now is keeping Massillon's defense out on the field for a long time. Only 3 minutes game time has burned off the clock, but a lot of time in real time that Massillon's defense has been out on the field, as Sherwood again out of the shotgun with 4 receivers set, single backfield. On his right hip is Cam Smith. Taking this snap, looking out to his left, firing, and an incompletion off of the hands of his intended target. That was Dominic Perry. So incompletion now, bringing up a 2nd down and 10 for Fitch. Inside of Massillon's 30-yard line, Markham at the 32, needing to get to the 22 of Massillon, right in between that 22 and 21-yard line to be exact, as the first down marker to gain for Fitch. Been able to convert some third downs as they got a 2nd down and 10 coming up now. As Sherwood again with the snap, rolls out to his right, able to avoid the tackle again. And again, Massillon making the mistake, and that time going out of bounds. Avoiding tackling Sherwood and doing a good job at it was Massillon, because they probably would have picked up an unnecessary roughness, and an extra 10 yards on top of that. Half the distance to the goal would have put the Falcons at a first down for sure. But now with the small gain on it, if they did get a yard, and it looks like they might have gotten 1 on it, going to bring up 3rd down and long now for Fitch, as it's the 4th consecutive 3rd down that Massillon has faced. Fitch has been able to convert the previous 3. Another big one coming up, though, for the Falcons, as Devin Sherwood, single backfield, 4 receivers set, as Sherwood sends Cam Smith into motion out to the right. Sherwood looking to his left, avoids the initial tackle. Sherwood uncorking it for the end zone. Up in the air. Did he come down with it? Yes, he did! What a touchdown! What a touchdown as Massillon now trailing by 3 on an absolute monstrous play by Devin Sherwood to the back corner near side end zone, as the Falcons come away with a touchdown. Injury on the field, but nonetheless, Fitch leading it now 20-17, and the Tiger faithful crowd quiets down a little bit for the time being. Boy, oh boy, it's been back and forth, though. Tension you could cut in the stadium with a knife. On one side, the Falcons faithful, loud and roaring at the beginning of this game. Massillon was very loud in their response to, and you really love to see how into it both fan bases are getting, as this one winding down to be a good one. Falcons reclaim the lead on the initial touchdown with the injury on the field, though, as we hope and obviously pray for the best of health and conditions. We're going to get an injury update for you, as we will be back right after this, as they continue tending to Massillon player. Right after this, we'll get a name for you on ysnlive.com.
New things happen all day. Some are good, some not so good. In today's complicated world, while you're busy working, playing, and living life, we're busy helping you make sense of the day's news. And there's only one place where it comes together with clarity, context, and accountability.
Well, folks, it looks like being able to walk off under his own power, that is, I believe, Chase Bond. Chase Bond, one of the tight ends and defensive linemen for Massillon, at least walking off a little bit assisted under his own power, but that's at least what you like to see. Of course, we wish him the best in all of his future health and endeavors. We obviously wish the best for Chase Bond here at ysnlive.com. Hopefully able to get back out on the field sometime this season, as obviously Massillon's coaching staff going to take a look at him. We hope he's all right. Falcons have an extra point pending right now, though. Up by 3 on the Tigers, 20-17. Massillon has been able to block a field goal attempt against Josiah Burneye and the Falcons earlier in this game. But Josiah Burneye 2 for 2 extra point attempts to this point. But what a catch. That was Tyler Evans with the touchdown catch, and one of, if not the best touchdown catches I've seen in quite some time from this Falcons squad and Devin Sherwood, as it was absolutely incredible as the extra point is up and good, extends the lead to 4 on Massillon, as now the Tigers, who were so hot to end the first half, will get their first offensive possession now of the second half. 8:25 left to go in the third quarter. We'll be back with Massillon's first offensive possession of the second half right after this on ysnlive.com.
Your teams work hard and give it all they've got. Well, so does ours, because 21 Sports and YSN give you extra effort when covering local sports. 21 Sports and YSN, winning coverage of our Valley's teams.
Planning a project around your home or rental property? Trust the electrical service to the local experts with 62 years of serving the Mahoning Valley. Joe Dickey Electric is your local go-to source for responsive, reliable residential electrical work. From everyday maintenance and repairs to new installations, electrical upgrades, and safety inspections, no job is too big or too small. Call Joe Dickey Electric today, 800-549-3976, or visit DickeyElectric.com. That's DickeyElectric.com.
Dealing with Medicare can be confusing and overwhelming. That's why here at Myers Family Insurance, we do our best to give you honest and caring answers to all of your questions. Family, like Medicare, isn't always perfect, but when you put others first, the results can be amazing.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the 4 words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. Every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training. Residential, commercial, industrial, automotive, and more. We keep ahead of the needs of our customers with a fleet of more than 50 vehicles and 24/7 emergency service, so you're never left in the dark.
Welcome back, everybody, as we get ready. 8:25 to go here in this third quarter of play. Fitch taking a 21-17 lead on Massillon Jackson on a beautiful poetry in motion touchdown pass from Devin Sherwood to Tyler Evans. That has given the Falcons this 4-point lead. Massillon now looking for their first offensive drive here of the second half, as they were finding a lot of success at the end of that first half, as definitely figuring out the Falcons' defense nearing that end of the second quarter, putting up 17 straight points on them and taking a lead before halftime. As the kick from Josiah Burneye is up, and they get that one hauled in near that 25-yard line, trying to make that initial cut. Slips the first tackle, now going out to the right, still on his feet before finally being brought down at that 37, 38-yard line. So the Massillon Tigers now will set up shop with good field position near their own 40-yard line to start their first offensive drive of the half. With 8:16 remaining, Falcons burning just under 4 minutes, 3:44 to be exact, off of the clock in their first drive, as time obviously going to be more important down the stretch. We're looking at how long each one of these teams is taking in their drives. Massillon now coming up with their first one. Jalen Slaughter back out, and he's starting to adjust and having himself a game, as the handoff that time to Brawley, as Brawley slips that first tackle. Great job, though, by the Falcons that time, able to read it and keep the Massillon Tigers right where they were, maybe a gain of a yard past the original line of scrimmage. Austin Brawley, though, the 5'9", 180-pound senior, he has had some impressive catches of his own, as we looked at that Tyler Evans one, but Brawley has been an X-factor for the Massillon Tigers all game long. He's beating single coverage like it's nothing, and he's one of the hot targets for Jalen Slaughter, so definitely a guy the Falcons defense is going to have to circle this time around, as they again are trying to get him involved any way that they can. As that time faking the handoff, play action pass now from Slaughter deep, and that one almost intercepted, as just a second down, or third down coming up now. But boy, oh boy, was that dangerous, as it looked like the Falcons might have been able to pull off the interception. Was in the hands, it looked like, of Jamel James to start. But an incompletion is all that the Falcons get on defense. 3rd and 9 now coming up, and a big 3rd and 9. But Jalen Slaughter has been doing just that, slaughtering the Falcons defense on 3rd down multiple times this game. He's been able to convert. Has another one in front of him here as Slaughter out of the shotgun, taking the snap and going short. Great tackle, though, by the Falcons, and that's going to bring up 4th down, and a big one at that, as looks like Massillon going to have to be forced into a punt as Shane Rue makes his way out onto the field. And Shane Rue, another one of those guys, a cannon for a leg is an understatement, as he was able to make a very impressive field goal earlier in this game. He's also been doing a great job punting-wise, pinning the Falcons back deep several times in this game. Has another opportunity to do so, will be punting from in between that 25 and 30-yard line, as the ball is spotted on that 39-yard line of the Tigers. The snap is off, the punt is up, as it looks like going to take a bounce, and it looks like a friendly bounce this time for the Falcons, as it's going to bounce inside of the 35. So Falcons look like they're going to set up shop on their own 37-yard line. Now leading by 4, 6:27 left in the 3rd quarter. Falcons with a chance to extend their lead to 2 possessions, and we will of course have that Falcons drive here in just a second. Actually, we won't go anywhere. It looks like both teams ready to go, as no talking necessary. Fitch's offense back out on the field, as the defense of Massillon stays put. They make their substitutions off special teams, and they're ready to go as well. 21-17, Fitch leading it. 6:27 left to go in the 3rd quarter of play. Sherwood out of the shotgun, taking the snap, rolling out again to his left, stopping, repurposing his momentum, but that time Massillon was able to close the doors on him and shut him down in the backfield for a loss. Sack by Massillon brings up now 2nd down and 12 for Fitch. As what we're seeing, too, is a phenomenal job by Massillon that time, but they've been getting pressure on Sherwood a lot, breaking the initial stoppage of the offensive line. But problem is, Sherwood's been doing a heck of a job being elusive enough and escaping Massillon's pressure a few times this game. Has to try to do so again. Tried to throw a low seed. Couldn't get the completion off, so now it's going to be 3rd down and long, as a 3rd and 11 with 5:49 in the 3rd left. So the Falcons now looking at another 3rd down. Sherwood did a heck of a job his last drive converting on these. Has another long one ahead of him. 3rd and 11 for Fitch, as the 1st down is on the Falcon 48-yard line. Sherwood sends Cam Smith into motion. Sherwood staying in the pocket, going, fires a seed to Donnie Ellis. Donnie Ellis with the 1st down, and another huge 3rd down conversion for the Falcons, as Massillon's defense again cannot stop Fitch on 3rd, as it brings up a 1st down. Crossing into Tiger territory is the Falcons, and now with an opportunity to continue the drive is Fitch. Big 1st down for Austintown, as Devin Sherwood finds a way to do it again with a completion to Donnie Ellis. As Sherwood taking a look over on the defense, immediately breaks. Sherwood getting into some trouble, and that time Massillon again getting a hold of him. And Massillon, you got to figure if they're able to just limit the running attack of Sherwood and keep him in that pocket, they'll be happy with that, as Sherwood has been beating him about 50-50 with his arms, but beating him a heck of a lot more with his legs, and containing Sherwood in any shape necessary is going to be the ultimate goal, I think, of Massillon going forward. As Sherwood now, after the sack, 2nd and 13 to go for the Falcons. Dan Evans, a 3rd, moves into motion. Taking the snap is Sherwood. Sherwood trying to go underneath. What a catch by Cam Smith. A one-hander, jumps over the defender and gets about half the distance needed for the original 1st, as he's going to be on that 45-yard line of Massillon. Going to be about 3rd down and about 6 to go, as the Falcons with an opportunity, another 3rd down attempt for Massillon to try to get a stop on Fitch. 4:39 left in the quarter, as Devin Sherwood been doing a good job of completing third down conversions. Rolls out to his right, trying to find Dan Evans a third. Just overthrew him on that one. Looks like Evans and Sherwood, with a miscommunication, might have thought Evans was going to keep rolling. Evans instead went for the curl. So now it's going to be a fourth down, and a big defensive stop by Massillon, keeping this just a single possession game. As now going to have to come out and punt, you would think, is Fitch, but let's see, because Devin Sherwood's still out on the field. Fitch might go for this at fourth, still checking off, and looks like, yeah, making a substitution, bringing in some height at the receiver position at Jaden Eli, going trips formation out to the left, single receiver out right as Devin Sherwood now, and it looks like a whistle being blown, and it might be timeout. Timeout is called, and this time it's by Austintown, taking their first timeout of the half. 4:34 in the game, fourth and six to go for Fitch on Massillon's 45. We'll be back after this timeout on ysnlive.com.
Your teams work hard and give it all they've got. Well, so does ours, because 21 Sports and YSN give you extra effort when covering local sports. 21 Sports and YSN, winning coverage of our Valley's teams.
Planning a project around your home or rental property? Trust the electrical service to the local experts with 62 years of serving the Mahoning Valley. Joe Dickey Electric is your local go-to source for responsive, reliable residential electrical work. From everyday maintenance and repairs to new installations, electrical upgrades, and safety inspections, no job is too big or too small. Call Joe Dickey Electric today, 800-549-3976, or visit DickeyElectric.com. That's DickeyElectric.com.
Dealing with Medicare can be confusing and overwhelming. That's why here at Myers Family Insurance, we do our best to give you honest and caring answers to all of your questions. Family, like Medicare, isn't always perfect, but when you put others first, the results can be amazing.
As it looks like about to come out of the timeout are the Falcons, as taking the initial timeout, Devin Sherwood was out on the field for a 4th and 6 attempt in Massillon territory on the Tigers' 45-yard line. But Coach Parker and Austintown taking a timeout prior to the snap, getting off and wanting to talk things over, as this is obviously going to be a big play in this game with Fitch leading it by 4. A first down keeps the offensive possession alive and would take you a little bit further into Massillon territory, threatening to score and go up by 2 scores at that. As it looks like, though, Fitch bringing out the punting unit now, as going to just try to play defense and pin the Tigers back deep. As Fitch readies up for the punt, and Dom Crone ready to send the punt away. As that one, again, another missed opportunity as Crone gets up but is tackled inside the 30. Unbelievable, as Fitch again making another mistake, this time on special teams, and this one is going to hurt him yet again, as Fitch has given Massillon better field position this whole game than the Massillon offense has been giving them. So 2 turnovers that have been in Fitch territory. One of those was a fumble, of course, by Cam Smith. The other one now is a missed play on the snap on special teams that has now gotten Massillon set up with good territory and good position. Massillon has taken advantage of every opportunity given. Let's see if they're able to do so again. Down by 4, 4:28, and nothing on special teams going right for Fitch to this point. Taking the snap is Slaughter, giving it right back to his back. Fitch trying to get reinforcements on the tackle and not really been able to get a lot of room in the run department this game as Camden Beasley. A couple of times he's been able to get more than 5, but Fitch has done a really good job of containing him. It's been more of the arm of Jalen Slaughter that has hurt the Falcons this game. As that is going to bring up 2nd and 9 now, as definitely inside the 30-yard line. It is field goal position for Shane Rue. That can make this a 1-point game, but you know Massillon looking for the 6. As shifting the offensive line a little bit is Slaughter, as Slaughter fakes the handoff, goes over top. Looks like he has the matchup and nothing there. No flags on the play as Dan Evans III. There's a little bit of pushing on both sides, so no flag being thrown on that. That's going to be 3rd and 9 now for Jalen Slaughter. Slaughter's done a good job on 3rd down conversions to this point. Has another one in front of him as this one, though, in Fitch territory, still likely a 4th down opportunity for the Massillon offense unless they elect to go field goal here. All comes down to this play, though, as Slaughter goes with the handoff that time. Fitch reads that one very well, tackling in the backfield, and that's going to be a loss of yards as that's going to excite the Falcon defense. And now you bring up decisions because 3rd and long looks a little bit different than or 4th and long, looks a little bit different than a 4th and about 5 or 4 to go, which usually when you try to run the ball, you're looking to get at least half on that carry. So now seeing what they're electing to do as Slaughter stays on the field, not electing to go with the field goal, as it would be a very long field goal attempt at that. We know Rue has the leg, but they don't want to test it, I don't think. We'll see, though. Checking off on the sideline with Coach Moore, and back into the shotgun is Slaughter. Slaughter takes it, 3-step drop. Slaughter uncorks it. Pass is picked off at the goal line as the Falcons coming away with another interception. No flags on the play as one comes in late, and it looks like for the additional tackle. And now this is going to be maybe flags on both sides. We'll see. There might be offsetting penalties. 2:36 left in the game. Falcons able to get a big interception. As that looked to be number 32, Arthur Kroom, that picked it off. And we'll take a listen in live on the field, get our official word on the flags that came in after the play is important. I believe the interception is going to stand. It occurred after the play. Little bit of pushing back and forth by both sides. It looked like on the sideline of Massillon. And I think this is going to be offsetting both ways, but we will have to see as they're having a little meeting in the middle of the 15-yard line of the Falcons. Nonetheless, 2:36 to go here in this 3rd quarter of play. If the play stands, the Falcons will have field position. The question is just where after all the penalties. But we will see if that play did go before. And it looks like initial pointing is to Massillon. We'll see if it's off-putting penalties. Let's listen in now. And just as we suspected, offsetting penalties in that situation, as, like we said, a little bit of pushing on both sides. Both teams getting very excited in this game, as you are just happy cooler heads prevail and they don't break out into anything more serious than it needs to be. Nonetheless, Fitch with possession, as the second interception of the game for the Massillon offense has given the Fitch offense a very good opportunity now, but not great field position as it occurred inside the Falcons' 20-yard line. So going to have to go a little bit of distance to try to make up the yards needed, but 2:36 to go here in the 3rd. As the Fitch offense comes rushing back out onto the field. As the ball placed at that 5-yard line of the Falcons. So going to need to go 95 for pay dirt. Goes handoff that time, as looks like maybe a gain of 1. But Massillon, I feel like, knew what was coming on that play, was able to shut it down. As it looks like maybe getting back to the original line of scrimmage was Cam Smith. We'll see if they try to give him a yard here and where it's spotted, and it looks like they did spot him for a gain of a yard. So a 2nd down and 9 now for the Falcons. as Fitch trying to continue to move here offensively, looking out to his left, going through his progression, slipping the tackle, and having to just fall on it is Fitch and Devin Sherwood, and that one was within the 5-yard line, so Massillon again, pressure coming and getting to Sherwood. Minute 45 continues to tick off the clock as we near the fourth quarter, and that's going to bring up a big 3rd down and 12 now for Fitch, as Fitch has done a good job of converting 3rd downs here in this 3rd quarter. Massillon, though, was able to get a big stop last time. Here's another opportunity for the Tigers. As within the 5-yard line are the Falcons offense, 3rd and 12 to go. Cam Smith moves into motion from Devin Sherwood's left hip to his right. And now they're going to move him into it, and that's going to be a false start, you would think, but no play on it. No flags got thrown, as it looked like there was going to be a false start penalty on the Falcons. I'm sure Massillon will take the incompletion. It's going to be 4th down and 12, 70 seconds left in this 3rd quarter of play, and Massillon likely to get the ball back with very good field position, as the Falcons going to have to punt from their own end zone. As, boy, game opened up with all kinds of offense in the first half, and this second half so far has been an all defensive performance from both teams, as both teams, super competitive game, have given it their all out there tonight, and we still have another 70 seconds remaining in this quarter and a whole other 12 remaining in the fourth, as that punt able to get a little bit under it, but hauling it in at that 35, and a lot of room to run before finally coming down at that 30-yard line, and that is where Massillon is going to take over on offense, as Massillon faithful looking for a call on that one. The boys in the black and white don't throw the penalty flag, and the Massillon Tigers will open up on the 30-yard line, make that the 20-yard line of the Falcons. Already in the red zone is Massillon with a chance to score. A tick under a minute to go, 59 seconds left in the 3rd, as Massillon threatening to take the lead yet again on the Falcons here in the second half. Taking the snap as Slaughter goes right back to Beasley, and again the Falcons shutting down the running attack of the Tigers, as getting maybe a yard on the carry was Beasley, going to bring up 2nd down and 9. As 42 seconds continue to tick off the clock. Couple of substitutions coming in now for Massillon, as they bring in Riley Campbell as well as Austin Brawley. Couple of receivers now to the right side of Jalen Slaughter. As 2nd and 11 to go, Slaughter goes half the distance and trying to bring in reinforcements and getting the tackle. They're going to give him forward progress, so about half the distance needed, and that's going to be a 3rd down and about 5 to go from the Falcon 15. So Fitch now, 6 seconds to go, likely the clock to tick away, and yes, it will. Triple zeros here in the 3rd quarter. We got 12 minutes to go in Greenwood Chevrolet Stadium, as the Massillon Washington Tigers threatening to score, take a lead. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back here 4th quarter on ysnlive.com.
Your teams work hard and give it all they've got. Well, so does ours, because 21 Sports and YSN give you extra effort when covering local sports. 21 Sports and YSN, winning coverage of our Valley's teams.
Planning a project around your home or rental property? Trust the electrical service to the local experts with 62 years of serving the Mahoning Valley. Joe Dickey Electric is your local go-to source for responsive, reliable residential electrical work. From everyday maintenance and repairs to new installations, electrical upgrades, and safety inspections, no job is too big or too small. Call Joe Dickey Electric today, 800-549-3976, or visit DickeyElectric.com. That's DickeyElectric.com.
Dealing with Medicare can be confusing and overwhelming. That's why here at Myers Family Insurance, we do our best to give you honest and caring answers to all of your questions. Family, like Medicare, isn't always perfect, but when you put others first, the results can be amazing.
We are there in your community. Small business owners, mechanics, police officers,
homemakers, and we are there serving our nation in the Air Force Reserve. When medical emergencies arise, in cybersecurity, when natural disasters happen, we are there in space. We are Reserve Citizen Airmen, and we are there with over 180 different jobs to serve your country. Air Force Reserve.
As we come back, and of course, we like to thank our friends over at the Air Force Reserves, especially here on not only homecoming night for the Austintown Fitch Falcons, but also Military Appreciation Night, as of course, YSN and all of us here at YSN fully support our U.S. military and all the boys and girls, all the men and women, I should say, in the U.S. Armed Forces. We thank you. We have a pretty good battle, though, here tonight. 3rd and 8 coming up, though, for Massillon, as that one tackled and looks like tackled out of bounds short of the first. It looked like as Jalen Slaughter tried to take the initial carry, came up a couple short, and it looks like gonna make the attempt for the field goal and make this just a singular point game. Good field goal kicker in Shane Rue that you can depend upon, and he's gonna have another opportunity, it looks like, here. As Shane Rue from about 30 yards out for the field goal attempt. Ball is down, kick is up, and that one looks like no good as it crosses out. As it looks like that one was waved off by the one official, and I think both of them did. I only saw the one closer to the near side of the field, but I think it missed wide left, as it definitely had plenty of distance. I don't think many Shane Rue kicks come up short unless it's from about 50 plus out. But I think that one hooked a little bit left. That is where the wind is blowing, so maybe the wind takes it. But the score stays at what it is, and a big missed field goal opportunity has now given the Falcons the ball at the 20-yard line with 11:49 to go in the game. As Devin Sherwood again back out on offense, staying in the pocket, trying to fire over the middle, getting the completion that time, and it's going to be a first down before finally tackling Donnie Ellis down about 4 yards past the marker to gain, the marker needed to gain, as a gain of 14, make it about 15 for Donnie Ellis, has moved the chains now. Falcons move up to the 35-yard line as a first play, first down pass from Devin Sherwood to Donnie Ellis. As now moving into motion is Cam Smith, 5 wide, taking the snap on the empty backfield is Sherwood. Sherwood rolling out to his right, trying to direct traffic, and Sherwood just holding that ball out, trying to get any extra yards. Got about half the ones needed to gain as he got stopped up at the 40, so mark it down, 2nd and 5 to go for Devin Sherwood, as Sherwood has been primarily playing a lot of both the running back and quarterback position today for the Falcons, compiling the yards on both the ground and through the air, a majority of them at least to this point for Fitch. 2nd and 5 to go, 11:10 left in the game, as Fitch up by 4, taking the snap now, faking the first pass, now going over the middle. Tyler Evans with the stiff arm says, "Get off of me," before finally getting brought down inside the 35, put it them at the 33 of Massillon, Washington, and in a play, they are in Tiger territory, as Falcon faithful getting excited but holding their breath because they know how time and time again they've crossed this 50-yard line, and the Massillon Tigers have done a phenomenal job of playing defense and getting that big defensive stop when they need to most. Fitch looking to finish a drive, 10:45 left in the game. Sherwood taking the snap, hands off there, Cam Smith, and the Tigers just had that one read beautifully, as Massillon blows that one up before anything can even happen. Gets their hands on Cam Smith. He lost about 2 on the carry, so now bring up 2nd and 12 for Fitch at the 35. As Josiah Burneye, a good field goal kicker in his own right, but going to need to get within that 30-yard line, probably within the 25, to give him a real chance at it. But again, at that, you kind of worry with the field goal that was blocked earlier from Massillon. As Sherwood again taking it, rolling out to his right. Sherwood trying to go elevation as overthrows his target. And that's going to bring up now 3rd down and 12, as it looks like Jaden Eli was the intended target on the pass. As now at 3rd down and 12 for the Falcons. From the 35-yard line, they need to cross the Massillon 23. As Fitch sends Cam Smith into motion, as Devin Sherwood takes it, fires over the middle streak route, and again overshoots his targets. So it's again going to bring up 4th down and 12 to go with the field position being where it is. Let's see if Fitch elects to go for it on 4th, as not terrible field position to give up to Massillon. I mean, granted, you're going to put them just before the 35-yard line, up at the 33. Or excuse me, at the 35-yard line. That's where the ball is placed. First down, original line of scrimmage was at the 33. So you put them at the 35-yard line. If you do a turnover on downs, that's providing no other turnovers happen prior to that. 9:58 to go. Big 4th down coming as Devin Sherwood out of the shotgun. 4th and 12. Falcons taking the snap. Sherwood immediately gets swallowed up, bringing the extra man into the backfield. On Sherwood's blind side, they were able to get him. Tackled at the 45, and that's where Massillon will take over offensively. 9:53 to go in this game. As again, Falcons able to cross over into Massillon territory, but the Tigers defense builds up a wall when they need to most, thwarting the Falcons' efforts of trying to extend this to a 2-possession lead. Now 9:53 to go, and the Tigers near midfield with a chance to tie, or excuse me, take the lead now in this one if they can hit pay dirt. And looking back at it now, the missed field goal is going to come up huge looking forward, as you make that one and you're looking at a situation where you could take the lead on the kick. But I think Massillon, being held scoreless here in the second half, definitely trying to find something offensively to put together that gets them in the end zone. As talking things over are both teams before Massillon to take over on their own 45-yard line, but 5 yards out of midfield. Falcons defense has done their job in this second half and have done a good job of stopping the Tigers on offensive drives. Gonna need to come up with another one though, as we'll take a real quick break, come back with the plays on ysnlive.com.
I love the customers, interacting with customers, basically just being there even after the sale. If they have a question or if they have a problem with their vehicle, I'm here to help them make an educated decision. I'm here to educate them on their buying a car. I'm Frank Mascara, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you.
As it has been nothing short of an absolute slugfest between these two powerhouse Division II opponents, as Massillon now with an offensive attempt here in the 4th quarter of play on the 45-yard line, on their own 45-yard line, as Jalen Slaughter coming out. As Slaughter, again, the southpaw uncorking it, looking for the route, and coming away with a catch. What a catch down the sideline that time by the Tigers, and who else but Austin Brawley, who's had nothing short of an excellent game for Massillon to this point, comes up big with another huge catch. It's going to bring up 1st and goal now for Massillon. As now 1st and goal for Massillon inside the 10-yard line of the Falcons, about a half yard inside that 10-yard line, as Jalen Slaughter able to connect hugely to Austin Brawley for the first down play. Slaughter again goes for the handoff to Beasley as Beasley still on his feet fighting forward, and Falcon reinforcements push him back and say, you're not crossing this plane, but does get a huge gain, though, a good gain at that for Massillon as he got over half the yards needed on the carry, and it's going to bring up second down and goal now for Massillon. As we just tick under 9 minutes to go in this ball game, as Massillon trying to retake the lead late here in the fourth quarter, as the Tigers with Beasley in the backfield, single receiver out to the left, one to the right. The handoff again to Beasley. Beasley going up the middle as he breaks the initial tackle and falls forward for the 6 as Massillon Washington reclaims the lead by 2. Extra point pending by Shane Rue to give the Massillon Washington Tigers a lead by a field goal, as Fitch with 8:36 now. Time going to be a factor for both teams going forward, but nonetheless, Massillon's first lead now in the second half. Shane Rue out for the extra point attempt as the ball is down, kick is up, and Shane Rue that time able to put it through, and it's a 3-point advantage for Massillon Washington, now leading it 24-21. Kickoff going to the Falcons next, and we'll have that on ysnlive.com.
We are there in your community. Small business owners, mechanics, police officers, homemakers. And we are there serving our nation in the Air Force Reserve. When medical emergencies arise, in cybersecurity, when natural disasters happen, we are there in space. We are Reserve Citizen Airmen, and we are there with over 180 different jobs to serve your country. Air Force Reserve.
Jimmy Sutton here, Director of Isle, Purple Cat, and Golden String. We are happy to support YSN and two of my favorite people, Scotty Mincher and Super Dave O'Malley. We are an agency that provides services for adults with disabilities. We infuse humor, passion, and joy into their lives. If you know of any folks with disabilities that need our assistance, please contact us.
WRS Wealth Advisors, the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Located on South Avenue in Boardman.
Every customer has a story, whether it's buying a car for the first time, helping them get approved, or finding the perfect car for their budget. I'm proud that people trust me with their story. I'm Tracy, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Hi, this is Tommy Clem, owner of WRS Insurance Solutions.
WRS Insurance Solutions is a local, independent agency that specializes in life, Medicare, long-term care, and disability products. Call us at 330-953-3722 or visit us at wrsinsurancesolutions.com to learn more.
Good luck to all the student athletes in the Valley.
Welcome back, everybody. Shane Rue ready to kick things off against the Austintown Fitch Falcons. Both Tyler Evans and Cam Smith back ready to receive it as the kick from Rue is up, hauled in near that 5, and again losing the handle on it, but getting a hold of it was Evans, as that one looks like a good tackle by the Massillon Washington Tigers as they bring down Evans near that 5-yard line, as again, a misplay on special teams has hurt the Falcons to this point. And again, going to need to go a long distance across the field is Fitch. And special teams has been one of the areas where Massillon has easily had the advantage over the Falcons. Offensively, you got to give the advantage to the Falcons. They've just simply gained more yards against Massillon, but special teams play and big defensive plays when they needed it has made the difference in the game, and that is why Massillon right now leading it by 3, 8:28 left in this ball game. Fitch now coming up with an offensive possession, looking to tie or take the lead here, but going to have a long way to go starting on their own 7-yard line. As Devin Sherwood, per usual, starting out of the shotgun. This time 3 receivers out wide to his left, 1 to his right. Cam Smith on his right hip as Sherwood almost intercepted. Is intercepted! A big pick now for Massillon Washington, as that, no doubt, is going to be a huge dagger so far for the Falcons through the heart of their offense. As now the opportunity, first interception on the season for Devin Sherwood, and able to just get enough of his hand on it, tip it up in the air, come down with it for the pick is Clark Maverick, as Maverick with the interception has set up Massillon Washington again with beautiful field position, and the turnover differential has been huge for Massillon Washington and has led them to multiple times having great field position in this game. Again, first interception by Devin Sherwood, and now the Massillon Washington Tigers on the 10-yard line go right back to Beasley, and this time Beasley gets stopped after about a gain of 3 yards. Trying to go brute strength that time, as Massillon having modest success against the Falcons with the run game, but the Falcons no doubt has gotten some stops on Massillon's offense, especially in the run game department, able to break up some plays and get some tackles for a loss, as Massillon now bringing up 2nd and 7 to go inside the goal line. As taking the snap again, faking, and now going to the pass off to the sideline and coming away with another touchdown and adding to the lead, making it a 9-point advantage. And just like that, 7:44 on the clock, and Massillon Washington chance to take a 10-point lead. So with the extra point pending from Shane Rue, a chance for the Austintown Fitch Falcons to go down by 10 to this Massillon Washington Tiger team, as the Tigers getting another timely turnover against the Falcons. And it's been really the name of the game. A lot of mistakes by Fitch on the night, as that is up and good, make it a 10-point advantage for Massillon Washington. Fitch, 7:44, needing to figure things out on offense. They have another opportunity right after this on ysnlive.com.
I've been in a lot of different departments. I love the customers. I'm like the mother hen, gotta take care of everybody, and that includes customers and employees. I try to make people feel comfortable when they come in, because we are busy, but I try to welcome them and do whatever I can to expedite the customer I have in front of me to take care of the next one. My name's Chrissy Lilly. I'm ready to go the extra mile for you.
When looking for home design inspiration, don't just be inspired, be Baird inspired. Whether new or remodeling, Baird Brothers has the latest trends like shiplap to refresh your home. Go from inspiration to installation with our wide selection of in-stock American hardwoods. From the rustic charm of antique oak to the warmth of traditional cherry, Baird Brothers has what you need to make your home inspiring. Baird Brothers, our family's heritage, your family's home.
And now the Falcons with some work to do, down by 10 to Massillon Washington. 7:44 left on the clock in this ball game. Fitch set to get the ball back, no doubt now, needing some offense here with this next drive, as Tyler Evans able to haul that one in cleanly, make that first slip of the tackle, still up on his feet. Tyler Evans still with a good return before finally coming down past the 30-yard line, as it looks like a flag coming out onto the field of play. We'll see who this one is on, as there was a scuffle on the near side of the field, and I don't know which side they're pointing at. One side it looked like pointed towards Fitch, the other pointing towards Massillon. We're gonna have to wait to hear the call on the field here from the boys in the black and white stripes. as they are going to have to meet in the middle and discuss it, it looks like. Still discussing it, too. As still awaiting for the word on it. As we saw signals, it looked like one went one way, one went the other way. And it looks like it is going to go against the Falcons as where they are pointing. Now let's see what the call is on the field as we listen in. As the personal foul is going to back the Falcons up, yet first down, though, for Fitch, as they're going to be marked at the 17-yard line, their own 17-yard line at that, as they needing some offense now, down by 10, 7:34 remains on the clock. Clock now becoming the second opponent of the Falcons, as Devin Sherwood throwing his first interception of the regular season, as Sherwood able to get the pass off that time, tackled by the Massillon Tigers, but not before the first down catch by Donnie Ellis. Gets him past the 30 and moves the chains for Fitch. So at the 32 now, Fitch with the initial first down pass and catch. And now going empty backfield, 5 wide is Sherwood and the Falcons. Taking the snap again, going over the middle, and again off of the hands of one of the receivers, that time intended for Donnie Ellis. He holds on to that. That's another first down catch, but unfortunately unable to come up with it. Now going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the Falcons. Stops the clock, though, if there's any positive you could take away from being a Fitch fan. 7:07 to go in this ball game, as the Falcons almost desperately needing something on offense here, as coming up short I don't think is just going to cut it going forward, as Devin Sherwood taking the snap in the pocket, gets chased out and again gets tackled, as the offensive line unable to hold the Tigers yet again, able to get into the backfield, blow up that play, get another sack on Sherwood, and this is going to pin him back 3rd and a mile now, as the Falcons going to be on that 22, 23-yard line, and they need to get to the 42-yard line of their own 42-yard line, I should say. 19 yards to go for the Falcons here on 3rd down, as time continuing to tick away, 6.5 to go, as Fitch now and Devin Sherwood again in an empty backfield. I think we all know where this one's going. Offensive line holds up, able to get a pass off of Sherwood, as Cam Smith unable to get that one in. No flags out on the field, and that's going to bring up 4th down now for the Falcons. As Fitch now, likely a punting situation, as time not on their side. Going to need a defensive stop now if you are
Wealth Advisors.
The Falcons. As back now, ready to punt for the Falcons, and that is going to be Dom Crone. As Crone ready for the punt.
Wealth Advisors.
As the punt is misplayed, a flag is on the play. Falcons do have it, but it looks like there's going to be a play against the Falcons here, as the flag came out.
Electric Scoreboard. Thank you for tuning in to the Audible Call tonight, brought to you by the WRS Wealth Advisors.
As the
we'll see you in a few minutes.
Flag looks like going against the Falcons. We'll see, though. As it looks like talking it over, but likely coming back, as everyone moving back now, including the Falcons, which unfortunate the flag on the play, because would have been a turnover in favor of the Falcons if not. But I mean, hey, that's been the name of the game this whole game, is just special teams mistakes against the Falcons, and making another one here as Massillon catches another break and another attempt to punt it, but this one's going to back him up a little bit. As Dom Crone now trying to get the punt off. 6:06 left in the ball game. Punt a little bit high, able to get a hold of it as that one unable to get really a whole lot on it, and that one going to take a good bounce. And boy, oh boy, we've never really seen the Falcons special team unit struggle just like this, and boy, has that ever been a huge point now as the Falcons and the Tigers going to be starting on the Falcons' 21-yard line, make it the 24-yard line, and a score here might just seal the deal for Massillon and send them to 4-2 on the season. We'll take a real quick break before the offensive drive of Massillon right after this on ysnlive.com.
New things happen all day. Some are good, some not so good. In today's complicated world, while you're busy working, playing.
As Massillon back out onto the field, attempting to get another score on the Falcons. 5:55 left in the game, up by 10. Massillon handing the ball off, getting a good gain on it, and getting about half the distance needed on the carry are the Tigers, and that's going to bring up a second down and about 4 to go now for Massillon. As Fitch, special teams mistakes has been the name of the game, and I mean, you're talking some scores that got erased from the Falcons. One that you could talk about too, Tyler Evans in the end zone, a fumble that goes out of the end zone, and Massillon, got to credit them, able to get the turnovers and force special teams plays when they needed to, and doing a great job this whole night. As now the Massillon-Washington offense is, a flag comes into play, and this one looks like it's going to go against the Tigers, maybe. At least that's what the initial call was. Let's see from... Yes, it was a false start, so going to back the Tigers up. Still in field goal territory, but it's a situation where if you at least hold them to a field goal, you keep it a two-possession game. And that's still something the Falcons can play for on defense. Not completely out of this one yet, but it's looking a little gloomy. Brings up 2nd and 10, though, as it erases the gain from Beasley on the previous carry for Massillon. As Massillon checking off on the sideline, they get the play call they wanted. Getting ready to start. 2nd and 10 now for the Tigers. And it looks like timeout being called by Massillon as they wanting to figure this play out. 4:44 remains. We'll be back after this timeout on ysnlive.com.
Your teams work hard and give it all they've got. Well, so does ours, because 21 Sports and YSN give you extra effort when covering local sports. 21 Sports and YSN, winning coverage of our Valley's teams.
Planning a project around your home or rental property? Trust the electrical service to the local experts with 62 years of serving the Mahoning Valley. Joe Dickey Electric is your local go-to source for responsive, reliable residential electrical work. From everyday maintenance and repairs to new installations, electrical upgrades, and safety inspections, no job is too big or too small. Call Joe Dickey Electric today, 800-549-3976, or visit DickeyElectric.com. That's DickeyElectric.com.
Dealing with Medicare can be confusing and overwhelming. That's why here at Myers Family...
As Massillon offense retakes the field, so does the Falcons defense. 2nd and 10 coming up for Massillon as they are threatening the Falcons defense again inside the 25-yard line of Fitch. 2nd and 10 snap by Slaughter going on the ground again. Beasley still on his feet, and still before going down he does pick up the first down. And that's going to be detrimental to the Falcons, as that's going to do nothing less than burn clock off for Fitch, as it looks like the clock in the game quickly becoming Fitch's bigger opponent right now. Still playing Massillon, but having to battle the clock are the Falcons, as Massillon with a big first down carry by Beasley has now set them up inside the red zone with a chance to score, and for all intents and purposes put this one away if they do hit pay dirt with this drive, as the clock goes down under 4:10. As Jalen Slaughter out of the shotgun again, taking the snap, goes back on the ground game, and Beasley just rushing forward as Massillon, whether it's by Fitch that's losing a little bit of heart, or it's Massillon that's worn down the Fitch defensive line. Either way, the Tigers and Beasley, Camden Beasley, able to get some significant gains on the Falcons defense, as he is now on the 5-yard line. 2 yards to go to pick up a first and set up a 1st and goal now for the Tigers. 3.5 minutes to go in this one, as unfortunate Falcons, as much as, you know, you got to credit Massillon too, credit everything that the Tigers did on special teams, on defense, came up with big plays. But you kind of watch this one and you feel like the Falcons contributing and beating themselves as much as Massillon was able to come away with one. Wait a minute, the Falcons have the ball! The Falcons have the ball and they're on their feet with it, continuing to run down the sideline. No flags on the play right now. Still up on his feet. Oh my goodness. If this thing stands, the Falcons just flipped field position. Oh my goodness, what a monstrous play from Fitch. This one ain't over yet, folks. Unbelievable mishap by the Massillon offense has all of a sudden given the Falcons another chance. There is life in Greenwood Chevrolet Stadium, folks. There is life. As a huge play, Devin Pounds came up with it, took it all the way inside the Massillon 30, and now with 2:59 left on the clock, Falcons with 2 timeouts left, but a chance to score now, down by 10 against Massillon. Here comes Devin Sherwood rolling out, trying to fire a seed, but incomplete, as now going to bring up 2nd down and 10. As biggest question going into this game is the Falcons, were they an improved enough team from the team we've seen in years past to hang with the big boy teams like the Massillon Tigers? And I mean, you got to credit the fight, even with the Falcons contributing to beating themselves in some aspects, giving up turnovers, playing not a crisp game on special teams, still finding themselves with a chance to come back in this one. 2nd down and 10 now for Devin Sherwood and the Falcons, as Sherwood takes the snap, looking for that pass as that one closed up very quickly. Looked down his receiver for a half a second, couldn't get the pass off to him in time before Massillon reinforcements came in and closed that window up rather quickly. Clock stops again at 2:49, a 3rd down and 10 now coming up on back-to-back incompletions by Devin Sherwood. As boy, oh boy, what a game this has been, and the Falcons still have a heartbeat, but a 3rd down and a big one at that coming up. No doubt 4-down territory going forward for Fitch. 5 wide set, Sherwood taking the snap. Sherwood looking over the middle. Sherwood fires it. Evans has it at the 5-yard line, and Falcons still alive. 1st and goal against Massillon. Huge play from the Falcons, and Tyler Evans again, incredible, able to call in yet again another pass as Sherwood and the Falcons back out 2:39 and ticking, as Cam Smith denied initially, and shutting down the run play almost immediately was Massillon, backing the Falcons up a couple. 2nd down and 12 to go now, as it is a 2nd and goal situation, 2nd and 8. As, of course, we know strategy comes into the play, but we also know, I guess, cramping becomes an issue, I guess, late in games, as we seem to see this from a variety of teams each and every week. You can't get rid of those cramps, I guess, late in games. Got to drink some water, get back out there on the field as a little bit of an injury timeout, as we'll be right back on ysnlive.com.
New things happen all day. Some are good, some not so good. In today's complicated world, while you're busy working, playing, and living life, we're busy helping you make sense of the day's news. And there's only one place where it comes together with clarity, context, and accountability. It's 21 News at 6 with me, Madison Tromler, and Derek Steyer.
21 News at 6. It's what the day's news really means to you.
Welcome home to a home made homier with Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods. Inspiration starts at BairdBrothers.com and is turned into reality when high-quality hardwoods are delivered right to your home. Baird Brothers has the latest design trends, shiplap and skinny lap interior siding, antique oak rustic flooring, and, well, you'll find them all at BairdBrothers.com. Ordered easily, delivered conveniently, enjoyed comfortably. BairdBrothers.com.
As now coming back out of the injury stoppage of play, it was to Tyler Evans. So Tyler Evans having to come off of the field at least for the next play, as it is second down for Fitch. They're at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal, trying to put up another score on Massillon, as Dan Evans III has now moved to the left hip of Sherwood in the backfield with him. As moving into motion is Evans, trying to go far to Jaden Ely, missing the target there, as it will bring up 3rd down and 8 to go. 3rd down and goal, I should say, for the Falcons, who, to note, are still in field goal position, still have 2 timeouts left, but with 2:08 clock not in their favor, would need a quick stop on Massillon. I mean, either way, touchdown or field goal. But nonetheless, you definitely feel a lot more comfortable being as close as you are trying to hit pay dirt here. Big 3rd down, though, for Fitch coming up, as it would be decision time with 4th down, as Sherwood getting pressured. Sherwood comes down at the 20. And the clock continues to tick with 1:55 left on the clock, as the Falcons and Josiah Burneye coming out. And the blocked field goal earlier rings in the memory of the Falcon faithful, as well as the blocked field goal that came against Ursuline earlier this season. One that blocked field goal ended the game and ended in a Falcons loss. That had Josiah Burneye was able to make it, that would have ended the game and ended in a win for the Falcons. Another big field goal coming up here to cut it to 1 possession. The kick is blocked yet again. Falcons fall on it, Falcons do fall on it. And Massillon needing to take their anxiety medication under the second 2 minutes, as Fitch made it interesting in the final 2, but Massillon able to close that one out. As Massillon, again, 2nd blocked field goal of the game. Credit the Tigers, man. Like we said, one area of the game that they've been really good on this whole game has been the special teams unit. And again, it comes up huge. Another blocked field goal for them. Fumble that happened earlier in this game, too, as it stops and thwarts the Falcons' comeback efforts, as 2 timeouts left on the game. Not enough really to stop the clock enough times, so going to just keep it on the ground to Beasley, as Beasley continuing to run, and it looks like coming up with a 1st down, and that one is going to end it, as Massillon going to come away victors over the Austintown Fitch Falcons, as Fitch will take a timeout, try to stop the clock as much as they can, but right now, Massillon with all the favor, as Fitch faithful starting to leave the stands a bit. As we now travel under 60 seconds to go in this one. Massillon just needing to keep it on the ground one more time, as Fitch had their opportunities in this game, but Massillon's defense did a great job. Massillon's special teams did a great job, and Fitch certainly did not help themselves at all in this game, giving the ball up more times than we've been used to seeing from the Falcons, and you got to credit that to Massillon's defense. But again, Fitch not helping themselves out at all. 39 seconds remain, but that one should do it, as the Massillon faithful give a standing applause to the Tigers, and well-deserved, being down by as much as 14 at one point in this game. They were able to rattle off 17 straight to take a 3-point lead against the Falcons. And now with Fitch was able to get one up 21-17. Fitch was able to take the lead, but again, after the Falcons got the initial score in the 3rd quarter, the Massillon Tigers were able to score the last 10 in this one, and last 14, in this one, and eventually win this one by a final of 31-21, as Massillon going to need to just come out, take the knee for one final play, and this one will be in the record books. As whistle blown, Massillon in victory formation, and they take the knee for the victory. And with that, the Massillon Tigers will go to 4-2 on the season, as Fitch will drop to 3-2. We'll be back to wrap this one up right after this on ysnlive.com.
New things happen all day. Some are good, some not so good. In today's complicated world, while you're busy working, playing, and living life, we're busy helping you make sense of the day's news. And there's only one place where it comes together with clarity, context, and accountability. It's 21 News at 6 with me, Madison Tromler, and Derek Steyer.
21 News at 6. It's what the day's news really means to you.
Welcome home to a home made homier with Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods. Inspiration starts at BairdBrothers.com and is turned into reality when high-quality hardwoods are delivered right to your home. Baird Brothers has the latest design trends: shiplap and skinny lap interior siding, antique oak rustic flooring, and, well, you'll find them all at BairdBrothers.com. Ordered easily, delivered conveniently, enjoyed comfortably. BairdBrothers.com.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, shop with confidence knowing we're ready to go the extra mile for you. With the largest selection of used vehicles in the Valley, backed by the Greenwood Advantage Warranty. Every one of our vehicles has undergone our own 126-point inspection, so it passes the most important inspection, yours. No other dealership has the extra inventory, gives you extra.
As we're back to wrap this thing up, teams meeting in the middle of the field, shaking hands, giving high fives, and that's what this one is all about, as a very good matchup between two very good Division II teams sees Massillon Washington taking it by a final score of 31-21. And like we knew, Massillon Washington coming into this game with a very good defense, very good special teams unit, and boy oh boy did they ever showcase that here tonight. With the win, Massillon Washington will go to 4-2 on the season. Fitch, of course, drops to 3-2. Next up on the schedule for Massillon Washington, they're going to be facing Euclid. That's going to be a home game, October 1st, slated to start at 7:30 p.m. Of course, we know the Austintown Fitch Falcons next game is going to be up against an AAC opponent in a Division III, very tough one, away versus the Canfield Cardinals, October 1st, slated for a 7 o'clock start. I'd like to thank you all for tuning in and watching this broadcast of YSN Live Football. To our proud owners, both DJ Yoakley and Brian Scott, who are able to bring this game to each and every person unable to make it in attendance tonight. To our GM, Steve Leslie, who does a very great job getting player profiles, coaches' corners, as well as his work with Bob Scene Park and YSU. We really wouldn't know what to do without Steve Leslie in the Valley, as well as in our very own YSN home, as well as all of you who tuned in and watched, came in attendance, supporting these kids, these schools, these communities. You guys are truly what YSN Live is all about, and so we thank you. If you are watching from afar, from Massillon area supporting the Tigers, or if you are right here in Austintown supporting the Falcons, or wherever you may be in high school football, this is Ty Bartel bidding you all a farewell and a good night, everybody.
This broadcast stream is copyrighted by Yoakley Scott Corporation, LLC. Any other use of this telecast, any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without YSN's consent is prohibited.